there's a pit infield. He's going here on his lonesome, and he's going to goal here. Diego's on his way. Can he find it? Number 10 on the board. Diego Cavanagh's getting closer. A little touch. A beautiful goal again. Diego looks up, sends this through, getting up to Teo. Teo on the near side, takes the touch. Teo Lacau, players everywhere. They take their time, looks and sending it forward. Jake's there. Jake, the hero, for Zambia, for England, for Ireland. Jakey has scored it. Jake Coventry has put Aureus into the final. Would you believe it? The comeback was sensational. Our head to runner pulls out, and it is still Chavan. He managed to get a hold of it. How on earth did he do this? Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at more perfection. Senor Porcel. Over the halfway line, a big drive by Claudio. Ned lets him go and now cuts in behind him. Claudio, go on, son. Go all the way. Porcel going to goal. Claudio Porcel. Golazo. Heta looking through, comes past Britos. Amazing play. Heta Castagnola picks up the bouncing ball. Are you kidding me? Wow. That is just unbelievable in these conditions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this year's 2026 Cartier Queen's Cup. I'm joined here with Greg Keating in front of the Royal Box with the Queen's Cup behind us, the Cartier Queen's Cup. Greg, can't wait for today. No, it's incredible, Glenn, that all of these 19 teams that have played throughout this tremendous tournament, which is amazing, and it has come down to 2 out of the 19, and they all want to get their hand on this little trophy that's behind us now. It might be small in size, a bit like myself, you could say, but as far as the polo world is concerned and these polo players are concerned, it's huge. It absolutely is huge. I see the players are out warming up now. We've got the band of the Welsh Guards out here ready to go. The field looks incredible. We've had a chat to the groundsman. We've got grooms ready, horses ready. It is going to be a huge day. They couldn't have done a better job. It's amazing. The players are out there now warming up. There's some famous names in that trophy, Glenn. Going back in the day, you got the great New Zealand players, Cody Forsyth and Stuart McKenzie. Yep. And then you have the great Carlos Cressida. Ironically, he only won it once. And he's won 10 British Open Gold Cups. Yeah, wow. Compared to 1 Queen's Cup with Labradors back in the day. And then, of course, you have Facundo Pierres. But the man that's won it the most times is the great Adolfo Cambiaso. 10 times, a record. Who will get even close? Facundo's the nearest at the moment on 5. Well, I think we're probably looking at someone that might go close today. He's the only one that's won a Queen's Cup, and that is Heta Castagnola in the Balance side. They're in the royal blue out here today against this white side of Aureus, who have had an incredible run, having haven't lost a game, neither team. But those last 3 games of theirs have all been extra time. Overtime and the whole lot, but as you said this morning, and I think somebody else said it to you, it might have been Polo, they find a way to win. And that's what it comes down to. If you find a way to win, and if you can beat this blue team, the blue team are the favourites. Let's get this clear. The blue team are the favourites. But if they can find a way to win, they'll do it. And we're talking about some pretty interesting players out here. We've got Jake Coventry, who's very underrated. The English-Irish boy with English and Irish passports, but with a Zambian background. Everybody in Zambia watching this. And I've been lucky enough to spend some time with his parents. Mark Tomlinson, crowd favourite. He's such a weapon. He's had to deal with the loss of his very good friend last year in Sanjay Kapoor, and his wife has decided to put this team together along with Diego Cavanaugh, who is the kingmaker. He's just such a good player. He sets everyone up. And Teo Lacau, what can you say about him? He's improved so much during the course of this tournament in particular. He's been playing polo here in England for the last 6 or 7 years. He's won all over the world, in Dubai, Argentina, you name it. But he's here in the final today, and I know that he's absolutely delighted. Fantastic. Well, we're going to go down to the Aureus tent, and we will have a little chat to you about a few things there, and then the Balance tent, and then we'll be back up to the centre for the start of this fantastic game. So thank you very much. You take care, and we'll see you in a little minute. Yes, you do.
Okay, so we're here in front of the Aureus tent. The players are out warming up. We've got all the staff here, but we're just going to show you a short clip of how this Aureus team has made it through to this part of the Queen's Cup.
Mayo Lacau, to run up by Felix, backhand saved it.
For Jake's there. Jake, the hero, for Zambia, for England, for Ireland. Jakey has scored it. Jake Coventry has put Aureus into the final.
Would you believe it? The comeback was sensational. Ferrari, clock winding down. He can win it. Take your time, son. Misses it. Oh my word, drama.
And we missed a few goals. We went a couple down. I thought they'd won it. You know, it was one of those emotional roller coasters. When you get that equaliser, when it's taken so long, it gives you a real lift.
Be playing here with Diego, Teo and Mark, and I'm loving every moment of it. They just give me so much confidence in small little things that help me a lot with my polo.
It's probably not far enough. Jake with the backhand. It's close. Jake Coventry.
No.
Jake Coventry. Jake Coventry has absolutely put a dagger into the heart of the White Crane side.
Pep is chasing the cow, and there's a pit infield. He's going here on his lonesome, and he's going to goal here, and he's made great ground. Tail the cow, jumps it out. Who's there to cover? It'll be Kavanagh, checks, turns, brings it around. Diego's on his way. Can he find it? Number 10 on the board. Diego Kavanagh getting closer. A little touch. A beautiful goal again.
Incredible.
Tell me about your team and today.
I don't know, crazy, yeah. Starting the tournament, we didn't know what team we were, you know, with all the great teams, all the great organizations that are in the tournament, and to be here in the final on Sunday is a dream. See, we came back in the halftime, and thank God the plan worked well.
Danger in the camp here, and SIN can go forward and make it number 7. 7-3, end of Chaka. That'll Fina very strong on the third.
Tomlinson, can he score the 5th? He takes it, he checks. They've got it! Great goal, and Aureus are back in this match.
Aureus looking for the equaliser here. In behind little Lacau. Goes out to the left. He needs a little touch in field. Diaz Lacau. Teo Lacau. They couldn't stop it. And they found the target. And they tied it up. Would you believe it? It's 8 goals apiece. Oh my word. Linda Gilmore, tell me more.
For Jake's there. Jake, the hero. For Zambia. For England. For Ireland. Jakey has scored it. Jake Coventry has put Aureus into the final.
Johnny, they've had, and Greg, you know a little bit about the legacy.
Okay, so we see the journey that they've had. Interesting journey. You know, you've had some extra times. We've seen some amazing goals. Jake's come through and done his bit. You know a little bit about this legacy that they're trying to set up, Greg.
Well, yes, it was Sanjay Kapoor who initially started the team, Glenn, of Aureus, and they played in the Prince of Wales last year. They won that with Mark. Mark was his great friend and his playing partner, if you might say. And he was the one from Beaufort that kind of tutored him and brought him through the ranks, if you like.
Yep.
And he wanted to play in the high goal. He won the Queen's Cup, or the Prince of Wales last year. And then they were due to play in the Queen's Cup. Unfortunately, Sanjay passed away on this very field to my right here last year, which was a horrible thing to the polo world, obviously his family and friends and everybody else. But the Kapoor family have asked that Mark continue on Sanjay's legacy of Aureus to play high goal polo in England. And look where he's got them. He's got him into the Cartier Queen's Cup final. I reckon Mark Thompson's done a pretty good job, Glenn. What do you say?
I couldn't agree more, mate. It really is something. There's a whole group of people here around the world that are following these guys. They cannot wait to see them. The horses look incredible. The grooms are here. They've all got their blue and ready to go, the dark blue and the royal blue of the Balanz side. But these 4 players, let's go from the start. We mentioned them briefly before. Young Jake, he's just what I love from game 1, even in the Prince of Wales, was he would take on Pablo McDonough. He didn't care who it was, he'd have a go.
he'd take on God if he had to, and it wouldn't bother him. I reckon that Beaufort had him wrapped up in a cupboard somewhere and kept him down there on 2 goals. Now he played in the international last year, and he played very, very well. But I didn't think he was this good. And from the first game, as you say, he's been amazing. Is he going to save 2 goals in England? No, not a chance. Sorry, Jake, but it's no. I mean, everybody knows it.
And he's proven to step up in this better polo with the right choices of plays at the right time, riding some beautiful horses of Sanjay's and everybody else's, but he keeps making the good plays.
Yeah, no, he's like a seasoned pro.
It's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just crazy. So, I mean, good luck to him. And then at number 2, of course, you have Mark Tomlinson. You know a lot about Mark, Glenn?
Mate, England international. I played against him at Chester. I played against him here and in a Coronation Cup. I've played with and against him in other polo, against him in 15 goal. He is a competitor. He never stops. He is so fit at the minute. He's been on our podcast as well, and what a story he's had.
I tell you what, he's won over 10 Coronation Cups.
Oh.
He's forgotten how many, but he reckons at least 10, and he's won over 3 Westchester Cups. For anybody who doesn't know what the Westchester is, it's that famous, very, very big rivalry between the US and England, and they play both here in England and in the US, and Mark has won 3 of them.
Yeah, he's outstanding. And this young guy, he's been to a couple of finals of the Queen's Cup, Diego Kavanagh. He's not as young as the other boys, but he is very, very good. He's diminutive in size, but what his stature that he has on the horse and the way he plays is something else.
Glenn, as you say, he's only a small fella, but I tell you what, he's a hell of a polo player, and boy, do those little players know he's there.
He's done a lot with the Cambiasos. He's played with Adolfo just now in America. He's played a lot with Perotto, all of that sort of thing. And here he is in charge of his own team with Mark and Jake, and then the last boy is young Teo.
Young Teo, I mean, he's been incredible, but you know a lot about Teo. I mean, you've seen tell us about
he's
him.
been in England for 4 or 5 years now,
Yes.
played for different teams, and he's got himself right through to here. He's playing unbelievably well, amazing in Argentina. Can't wait to see how this game goes. Greg, the Aureus side is set, the horses are good. I can't wait. So we're going to go over and see the Balanz side, and we'll see you in a moment.
Lorenzo to put Balanz into the final. This kid doesn't miss. And Balanz are through, Greg. What a game of polo.
It was simply out of this world, everybody, and I'm sure you all agree at home. Merlos and Japan, they're having a huge fight. Antonio says, leave it to me. He's looking for number 5. Antonio infield. It is catching him. It is Antonio Heggie for number 5. Goal, Heggie! 5-2, and that horse was running like his tail was on fire.
Ned is flying down the field. Ned to the 60. He's just sticking balling. Bartow comes hard. Ned Hine, what a goal!
And Mum and Dad will be so happy with the way their boy is playing here this afternoon.
Look at this horse of Lorenzo's. He's having to deal with Bartow. Lorenzo looks up, doesn't want to hit anyone. Oh, Lorenzo!
He looked up, he kept calm, there was horses in front. Somehow he picked the passage through, and it was a pinpoint perfect clinical.
We were losing almost all the game by 2 goals, by 4 in one moment. Rita was still saying, dale, let's keep pushing. We can do it, dale. We start the last track losing by 2, and Ned Hines scored an amazing goal here, all the field, and then he does an amazing play against Bartow. So no, I cannot believe it yet.
These boys are just amazing. They're so fun to play with. So no, loving it. He's a great kid, and he plays super well.
Yeah.
He passed me a couple of horses today, so I had to say, I want to say thanks to those boys.
Oh, well done.
They're super teammates.
Oh, they're very mature. The 3 very mature guys and very good. You know, they have a very good sense of humor. So we play very well. We try to help each other all the time, which is for me very important for a team. So it's a very constructive relationship. We are having a very good time.
What is your role in the game? What are they asking you to do?
To attack and to defend.
Like rugby, like everything.
Yes.
Senor Porcel over the halfway line, a big drive by Claudio. Ned lets him go and now cuts in behind him. Claudio, go on, son, go all the way. Porcel going to goal. Claudio Porcel, golazo! Our Hector brother pulls out, and it is still Chaban. He managed to get a hold of it. How on earth did he do this? Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at more perfection.
Now he goes for the shot. It's a beautiful measured drive at the goalpost. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Hector Castanola, out of nowhere, puts it through, and that is just magical.
So this Balance side has been a goal scoring machine. We've just seen that on that clip now. Yeah. We're here in front of their tent, Royal Blue. We've had a bit of a chat to Claudio over the last month or so of this Queen's Cup. They've got the jacaranda as their flower on their shirt. And Claudio Purcell, what a lovely guy. You've had a good chat to him?
I've had a good chat to him. Well, as we've alluded to during the course of the commentary, he was a professional rugby player for over 15 years. He's not afraid of a challenge. In fact, he loves the biggest challenge. The harder they hit him, the better. Bring it on, as he says. But the other thing about him is, Glenn, this is his first year playing. He didn't ride he rode as a youngster, then gave up. He took his professional rugby career first, and then he started riding back. But he knows all the Heta Castagnolas, the Castagnola family, and indeed Adolfo and all those guys for many years, even when they were kids.
Well, he's from Canuellas. That's where they're all from.
So he knows the family well. He knows the background. He's watched them and he wanted to be a polo player. And here he is. The other thing is too, which is a fantastic attribute, he's scoring goals.
Oh, yeah.
He scored 4 or 5 during the course of the competition so far, and he loves getting on the scoreboard. The fact of the matter is, this is his first time playing in the Cartier Queen's Cup. He's made the final, and this man is a winner.
Well, I can't wait to see how they use him today. Ned, the number 2, Andrew and Robin's son. What a good man. He can't wait to play out here. He's played really well this season. I think he stepped up. He showed in the game against Dubai the other day how good he was, scored some very crucial goals.
More importantly, he scored some very crucial goals, but more importantly, he made some amazing plays that I think normally he wouldn't have kind of thought about making previously. As you said earlier, before that, he went down and lived with the guys down there, and then, he's just improved so much.
Exactly. Not much to say about Lorenzo and Heta.
No,
They're unbelievable. But listen, we're going to talk about them a lot more during the game. Good luck. Can't wait. Let's go and see this final.
Ah, il est là.
Il est là le roi, il se met debout. Regarde. Putain, j'arrive pas à voir. Je sais pas.
Now I can, but now I can't see the open.
Mais sinon, il se serait pas levé. Regarde, il se rassoit. Pourquoi il se serait levé? Alors, du coup, il y a avec le roi, en fait, c'est lié en haut.
On dit quoi?
C'est le roi en haut. De toute façon, tu veux que ce soit pilote en haut.
Right, welcome everybody. We're back up after a quick hop, skip and a jump around ground, the Queen's ground here at Guards. Glenn and I are back up in our little bird's nest up here overlooking the field. As you can see, the two teams are out and they're ready for the introductions from the stand commentators. There's two of them today. They are Tarquin and Jamie, our colleagues. Good luck to both of those. And as you can see also in front of you, playing the match off the field. They've just played the national anthem, which everybody stood to, happy days, and they are the band of the Welsh Guards. So a huge thank you to the band of the Welsh Guards, looking resplendent, Glenn, in their costumes and their equipment, you might say.
Yeah, and doesn't Jamie always talk about their hats, the bearskins?
The bearskins, yeah. They must be pretty hot in those. It's a warm afternoon. But the two teams, as you can see on the left-hand side, you have Balanz Capital, and on the right-hand side, the white shirts of Aureus. We could be in for a hell of a game of polo here, mate, don't you think?
Oh, I cannot wait. This is going to be something else. We've got both teams haven't lost a game, and who knows where it's going to end up, but it's going to be absolutely magnificent. So we're just going to introduce the two teams to you. They're coming forward now. Our two umpires out there are Gaston Lucero, Howard Smith, and our third man right beside us is Tim Bowen, and we've got Julian Appleby up here as well, having a chat to them. So we'll just see who is going to come forward first, and we will introduce them to you.
So not too sure who Jamie will introduce first. He does like to have a little bit of a talk, does Jamie, God bless him. Looking out to the scoreboard end, 0-0 on the board. Both teams are 22 goals in handicap. We've seen a wonderful game on the Duke's ground this morning for the Cartier Trophy. We'll tell you more about that during the course of the afternoon when we have a little break during this game. But this is the finale. 19 teams. It's down to these final two. This will be it. Who will be unbeaten in the Cartier Queen's Cup this year? It is Balanz Capital who are coming out first. And at number one, we talked about him a moment ago, former rugby player, it is Claudio Porcel on 0 goals. At number two, his handicap is 5 goals. He'll be on his way out with the lavender helmet on. That is Ned Hine, Englishman Ned Hine. Been playing exceptional polo. In fact, I'd say his polo has actually improved during the course of this tournament, living and working and playing with Heta and Lorenzo. And of course, number 3 has been the star of the show along with his teammate. And this is Lorenzo Chavan. 7 goals in handicap in England, 9 goals in America. I don't think he'll be 7 for too long here, guys and girls, and that's for sure. And last but not least, the number 1 player in the world rankings at the moment, it is Camilo Heta Castagnola, 10 goals. And you know what this guy can do. He is just, well, what can I say, a magician? More than that, he's a wizard. That's what I call him, the wizard, Glenn.
Well, what's amazing is we talk so much about Lorenzo, but then we've still got Heta in the team.
Man, I'll tell you
madness.
what, it's almost like he's been forgotten about.
Well, we've already started with the shout-outs. Nick May's watching in Norway. Obviously, Norway's only 10-goaler. But it is magic. Hi to you, Nick, and all your fans there. But right now, the Aureus, #1, young Jake Coventry with the English and Irish passport, and he has a huge following here, and everyone loves shouting out for young Jake Coventry. At #2, the man that we spoke about just a minute ago is Mark Tomlinson. He has been outstanding and got better and better. In every one of these matches he's played, he's got more confident with the way Diego and Teo play, and it really is fun to watch him go. Now this man, he doesn't need any introduction. He is just outstanding. He's got a lovely breed of horses. He rides them, and he loves showing them off, and the way he rides them is just magnificent. And this young lad at the back, Teo Lacau, he's 24, just 2 days ago, Greg. Wished him a happy birthday. Yeah.
Good man.
And he's such a lovely young lad. Very unassuming, but just gets the job done. And this is going to be a really interesting game because we've got, in effect, what we would call a 4-man team against a 3-man team with a patron. But honestly, the way Claudio plays and the way he was going to everyone and doing stuff, it's far from just a patron. I don't mean that in any bad way whatsoever.
I'd say you could probably say it's a 3.5-man team in a sense. But as they often, the players will use a quiet horse for their first.
So if we were going to compare these teams, Greg,
okay, yeah,
and if we were going to compare them, you'll see here in a moment we'll have some of the, like how many goals they've scored. Balance have been an unbelievable goal scoring machine, and that's why they've won all 5. And honestly, their the number of goals they've scored have been really quite something. So they have scored all up 81. And only 72, yeah, I thought it was a lot more the difference than that.
9 goals the difference, that's not too bad, you know.
And Lorenzo is currently right up there in the rankings as far as the best player, the highest goal scorer in the tournament. 6 from 6. And can you believe 7 games to win a Queen's Cup? Wow, it's such a big deal. But, we're really looking forward to this one. We've got people checking in from all over the countryside. Now, the players will have just warmed up on a couple, and they will come out on their quiet ones for this and come back out for their first chuckle ones, which we're pretty sure will all come back out later on in the game.
Oh, more than likely, probably even in the, depends how the game is going, obviously, possibly in the 4th and again in the 6th.
Interesting one. Sorry, Greg, to cut you off. Interesting one. Balance didn't start for nearly 2 weeks after the first game. Remember that? Balance took a long time to start. Then they've had literally 3 days the whole way through. It's been really interesting.
But they won the triples, which was a good kind of warm-up for those guys.
Exactly.
And then they would have kept the horses going, obviously, with practices 100%. And riding and what have you.
Exactly.
And they know what they're doing as far as horse fitness is concerned.
Completely. Now, it's... right, we've got all our horses down here. So, coming up for young Jake, he's on a horse called Melbourne. We've got Mark Tomlinson is out on Calaceta, 9-year-old mare bred in Argentina. Diego is on this beautiful mare of his L'Amore Conocida. But the one he plays next, Jetlag and then Moliadora, wow. Molidora, wait till you see those go. But Conocida is by the Clone 1 of Aconcura. And then we have Teo is on Pancasero Porteña. And we have Pony Lucci from Tinchamelos' breed for Claudio Porcel in the first. Ned is on Chalo La Lulipop, who has been one of his best. V8 Wanda for Lorenzo from their own breed. And that is an 11-year-old chestnut by Los Muchitos Libano. And Heta Castagnola is out on, I'll just check for you. He is out on Nativa Sultana to start with, his little bay mare with a white face. You've seen her go, Greg, and what a beauty.
Oh man, she is so talented and so handy, Glenn. Really, really handy, and has a lot of speed as well. I mean, what can you say? Glenn, I reckon this is probably one of the best Queen's Cups that I've seen, if not the best.
Both semis go to extra time. I think it's our 20th game just before that went to
I thought last year was fantastic. Oh. This has just been outstandingly incredible.
Yeah, exactly. Superlatives flying everywhere.
Man, tell you, just ask me. I'm there.
Well, we have... Looks like Balance are lining up on the left. They will be going, as you're looking on your screen, to the right. So it means we've got the whites on the good side of the throw-in.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, they're lining up on the far side. It's showtime at the Guards Polo Club, and the ball is in play. Who's going to win the first lineup? And it is Mark Tomlinson for He went in there maybe at a little bit of an angle. In behind was Chavan, and the whistle is blown. They'll bring him back. He got the first touch as well. He would have been off and running, but it'll be a blue penalty.
Wow. Well, Georgina Hill and all the crew, Nemo, everyone, are all watching the polo up in the garden on the big screen, but it's going to be Heta on Sultana. Look at this little bay mare with a white face. She's getting a little jumpy, but she just knows that she's going to have the absolute acid put on her in a minute. He heads out to the left-hand side. Young Jake goes in to make a play. He's got past one. He's got past two. Now he tries to get past Teo Lecau. He does well. The near side neck shot. Stop it. That is a joke from Heta Castagnola. He's overcut it, and Lorenzo comes through, but there was an interesting play on the back line, and the whistle will definitely blow. And under a minute, already Heta has shown the nuts plays that he can make.
That was just ridiculously stupid what he did there. I mean, I'll say that in the best way possible. Incredible. Anyway, Lecau from the back for Aureus to bring it forward. Diego's going out to his right-hand side. Teo's going to his left, now chased by Ned Hine behind. It is Lecau putting out a burst of speed here, going past the Royal Box here on the Queen's ground of the Guards Polo Club. And away he goes. It's Teo Lecau with a huge big drive. Bouncing ball. Purcell takes him out of the play. What a play by Claudia Purcell. Mark Tomlinson has got away from Heta. Next shot required by Mark. Has it got the legs? It's going towards the goal. It was a goal out to the left-hand side. I thought that was in. They were thinking about waving the flags there, Glenn. It must have been on the goal line, and I think it was in. It was in from Tomlinson. It's 1-0 to Aureus. What a play from the Lecau. Brilliant from Purcell, and then Tomlinson with the next shot that snuck over the line.
Unbelievable stuff. And wow, they're on the board already. Who'd have thought they'd score the first goal? Unbelievable. So, Tomlinson gets them on the board. And we are away.
You know, those goal judges, Glenn, they thought that ball went over, and then it went over the back line from the shot from Heta. Anyway, the goal is good. 1-0 Aureus. Line up again on the far side. Who's going to come away with it? Who has possession? It's the name of the game. In there, Diego's looking for it, and it'll be taken on now by Castagnola. Heta with the call. Waiting in front of him is Diego Kavanagh. Long lofted drive by Heta down the middle of the ground. Look who's out in front, getting away from Jake. Look at that. Chavan gets the goal for Balanz Capital, and that was on the volley, and it was struck with such confidence. Amazingly well.
Unbelievable, and this is what you're going to see from this lad all match. Oh, wow. What a way to answer back after that first goal. And Lorenzo Chavan just increases his lead as the best goal scorer in the tournament. Oh, well, it might have been Pablo after that last game. Oh, that's right. He had to score 8 to get past Pablo or get even. So here we go. Back to the centre. We've got... Oh, look out. Diego's gone. Can Teo get it to him? He looks up, drills it long. It's out to the right-hand side. Mark's flying. Look at the way Jake is taking out the man. Mark's got the ball on the far side. You see all the cars parked up. There's a big crowd here today, something along the lines of 7,000 people here at Guards Polo Club. The shot's gone through, but Lorenzo turns it quickly with Jake on him.
Lorenzo trying to turn that ball around, and in went young Mr. Jake Coventry, and I think that may have been a foul on Chavan by Jake. Just couldn't get the angle away from that.
Yeah, so he's ended up just going in over the top of the ball, and so they've given that penalty against him.
Ball back in play, turning onto it. Who's going to get a hold of it now? Oh, several players turning there in front of the ball, in behind. There was a problem there, Glenn, and I didn't see any bit of it.
Well, that's an interesting one, because just as it came up, there was a thing came up on my screen. Let's see. Here we go. So Heta takes one shot, pushes it out to the right. Lorenzo comes to it. No, it's stopped quickly. Oh, interesting. Mark's gone in, and it's as though Lorenzo's come underneath Mark's shot. So, interesting one, but they've called that against Lorenzo, and that's a penalty too against Lorenzo.
Well, it looks like a penalty 3. Penalty 3 it is. 40 yards for Teo Lacau to put Aureus back in front here. 2-1. High and straight. Beautiful penalty from Lacau. He's been cool with these throughout the course of this tournament. And boy, when they needed it, he got it the other day in the overtime.
Absolutely lovely play.
In one of the overtimes. Probably get the last one, but anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And it's interesting, Balanz have been in the lead they've got fairly pushed in the last 2 games, but they've managed to come out on top. And if this White team can push and push, it'll be interesting to see, because White have been down in the dumps and been down and not been able to win, thinking they're not going to win. Mark comes in. He's going to take on Heta. Next shot is outstanding. Gets it across. Teo makes a play. Ned goes for the shot in the air. Flicks it through. But Heta takes the play. Beats him. Now it's been left behind. Mark, no, the deflection. Not for Heta, who's gone past Jake like he's absolutely stood still. Young Jake is going to have to wait for the next man. Coming back is Diego to try and take on Heta. He takes the man out. No, he doesn't. He goes to the right. Can he get the shot? Oh, Heta never misses those. And that one's gone wide to the right.
He did on this occasion, Glenda. Wide to the right. The score remains 2-1. There's 3 minutes remaining in this opening chukka. So Teo will bring it forward for Aureus. Lacau. Bring it forward. Waiting is Ned Hine. Or is it Heta? It's Ned, the ball over to the left-hand side, looking for Diego. Diego going in there with Shaban. Shaban with those long arms. He's a very tall lad, is Lorenzo. Checks that little grey horse around, turns it in field, and now leaves the ball for Heta. Heta takes over in behind. It is Castagnola into the centre. Look at the ground he's making. Still with Heta. He lets it go from a long way out. Goal is good, and he made that look so easy. 2-2, Castagnola with the equaliser.
So the problem we had there, the White team didn't really get more than 70 yards, 80 yards away from their knock-in. When you take on this blue side, you've got to get positive knock-ins and you've got to get up and over. And Heta made them pay with a beautiful play from Lorenzo on the boards. And then Heta goes and shoots a gorgeous goal.
Do you reckon it's better for those guys to play the long game? The White shirt?
Yes and no, depends where they are, but they've won the throw-in.
Anyway, Heta goes back, taken on there by Lacau. Little flick around at the near side by Heta, right off by Lacau. He's not letting him go anywhere, is he, at the moment? He's pushing him back. He's still there with him. Heta now comes forward, turns that horse around. Lacau is in front, the ball let go upfield looking for Shaban. He'll be taken on by Diego Kavanagh. Kavanagh needs a backhand here. Nice touch, unlucky game off the horse. Diego will get it back, will he? Yes, he will. It goes to the boards. Diego checks and turns. He's cool, this boy. He's been around for quite a while, you could say. And look at this. No, he hit a divot. He waited for it, though. He didn't try and smash it. Clever from Diego Kavanagh. Oh, little backhand touch there. Did he get a hold of it? Incoming. Mark will get control. Backhand by Mark. Beautiful play, and now he finds Lacau.
Ned comes in to try and steal it off Teo. They've gone long. Can Diego score? It's going through. It's Diego trying to make a play, but he's hit that to the left. I bet if he had another chance on that ball again, Teo would want to put that one right in the goal mouth for the lovely little tap-in putt, but unfortunately pulled it to the left. But what a play from Mark to realise that he didn't want to mess with the ball with Lorenzo, and he backed it out.
And I'll tell you what, Glenn, what a play from Claudio Purcell to guide that ball or let it just go over the back line. He knew what was happening there. Diego was looking for a foul, but it didn't happen. Ned brings it forward, leaves it now for Heta. Taken on by Diego this time. The ball's out to the left-hand side. Look at all the space that Ned Hine has over on the far side of the field. Diego goes into the challenge. Ned just checks up. Flicks it forward, up over the halfway line. Heta's gone in front. There's the ball sent downfield. What a play. Purcell's there. So is Mark Thomason. Back to defend Mark. Turning onto it. Jake goes over the top and going forward as well. It looked like it may have been Heta, and the whistle is blown at the end of that opening chukka. The hooter had just gone, then the whistle went, and we'll have a foul when we come back. I think it'll be in favour of the blue shirts.
Yeah. Just check. Are they going to check? It was nearly exactly the same time, but are they going to call chukka?
But it was the first hooter, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, was it Bell?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the end of the first chukka.
Si il est là, il est là-bas. T'as vu? Il court pour remplir les trous. Pour là.
Right, Greg, so a few shout-outs from Kirsten and Matthew over in Texas. Wow. We've got watching from Zambia. We've got David and Charmaine Clayton going, and obviously good luck to Jake and Aureus. Charlie Wood, shout-out to Charlie, and Balti Diaz are watching from Korea, and they want to see the quadruple Loretta today. That's what they want to see. We haven't seen it yet, and that is about all I've got. Let me check my Insta.
Well, I tell you what, Glenn, I have a couple, at least one.
Go.
From my old mate in Dubai, Mr. Snowman is watching, more than likely in a pub somewhere, and he is with Raja. Dr. A. Doc, I hope you're well, fella. Jojo, Neil, Steve, and Health, plus Lou, Dalbag, and himself.
Wow, that's a full crew.
That's a full crew.
Is that not Steve
and there's
Thompson?
More on the way.
That can't be Steve Thompson. That's no good for any of them.
No. It's Snowman.
Yeah,
Snowy.
but you mentioned Steve in there.
No, I don't know if it is. No, I don't think it's Thompson. He's too mean to buy a drink.
Right, and shout out to Bulldog Barber down in Cowdrey. He's watching. Come on, Balance from Polo Social with Shirley, Mike, and all the members of Polo Social. Jamie Woodward says hello to you and the Irish, he said. Jamie. And Gavin Robinson has had a shout out from everybody over in Zambia. Now, Lorenzo coming in to hit a penalty 2. Comes in nice and calm. Beautiful technique. What a swing. He's just absolutely nailed that. Put that right in the middle of the goal of the scoreboard at the back, and all the 2s were on the scoreboard, but it ain't anymore, Gregory. 3-2 in favour of Balance.
Absolutely. Oh, he has a beautiful technique, doesn't he? Just like his teammate with the number 4 on his shirt, that is Heta. They strike that ball, and it looks so easy, and it goes 100+ yards. Accurate as well. So they line up in the centre of the ground. In it goes. Who will get to line up again? And it is Heta on the grey. We'll get a hold of it now. Balance Capital coming out with a bit of meaningful display here in this beginning of the second chukker. Waiting in front is Diego. Heta zigzagging his way across field, infield, out to the left, out to the right. He's now gone left again. And look at this. Look at the ground he's made. And there's the cut shot down towards the goal. Didn't get any angle on it. Out to the left of the goal and goes wide.
Didn't have a lot of space to hit that cut shot. But knowing this guy, he backs himself, so he's ended up just catching that one a bit to the left. And don't worry, he won't be missing too many of those. Now Teo brings this forward. Diego waiting. Now look at what young Jake is going out to do. He's trying to get to Heta, who's riding Swecker, this grey. So 2 greys together. Coming in now, Diego tries to get this up to Jake, who does well. Jake going to take on Claudio Porcel. Claudio will go. Look at the pony with her ears back. Will he get a backhand? Does. Gets a bit on it. But Jakey boy, the young lad from Zambia. Look at the rider from Lorenzo, and that horse moved him about 15 metres in 2 strides. But has he done enough on it? Lorenzo doesn't get enough. It's back in there. Diego coming in. Oh, wow, they didn't call it. Oh, they have. It's a late whistle, Greg. A late whistle.
I think he may have got it. Diego Kavanagh, the wily Diego, you could call him. And it was pretty late, but I think they've called it. The whistle did go. We'll see what they say.
Absolutely. Well, I'm getting messages from all around the world. The place is going mad.
Now, what's the decision going to be here? They're going to have a challenge this one. This is a big call because it's 3-2 at the moment.
from our third men, see what they've got to say. Because it was an interesting one. Normally, Lorenzo never makes a mistake like that. He's gone to hit that forward, whether it bounced and he caned it forward, I'm not sure. Then he's had to hit the backhand, and he didn't get enough open on it. Hit it straight, and the umpires have said it's a penalty 2 against Claudio Porcel. And Claudio coming across, or it could be the other player in front of him. But either way, this is a close... It's against Ned, they've said. So it was Ned or Claudio. They were both there, and they've ended up with a penalty 2. Wow, 3 goals apiece.
Well, I'll tell you what, Glenn. Young Jake, well, he's fouled a couple of times, but he also made that goal, I reckon.
Absolutely.
Or at least the penalty
Yeah.
for the goal. It's 3-3, everybody. Just less than 2 minutes played in the second chukker. They're coming back to the centre. This could really go to the end here, Glenn.
Well, we're only 2 minutes into the second, 6 goals.
Yeah.
Absolutely magic. Imagine if we have a high scorer, one that we want. Heta gets the ball, oh, wow, look at him, doesn't care. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times in the air. He's only gone about 10 metres, but he's back to the right. He's got the one that he loves having behind him is Lorenzo Chavan, who's just so solid at the back, takes the play. Lorenzo has it again, picks up the bounce, but what a play from Jake Coventry. Comes in, the backhand hasn't gone far enough. Coming in is Ned. Ned takes the man. Ned Hine, inside the 60, leaves it behind, comes off Jake's pony, Teo's pony. Coming in, wow, what a play from Diego, but stolen from Heta. Heta again on Swegra, what's his name? Swecker. And look at Ned, comes in. We'll take that one through. And Ned Hine for Balance. And that was a good team goal in the end by Blue.
They all backed each other up. They were all there in case one went over the top or it came back at them from a rebound or what have you. And Hine, it was Ned who finished it off. 4-3. Balanz by 1 again.
Oh, Glenn and Tara and all the crew in the office, Tara and Saskia, all from in the office, Greg, as well.
Good
Anyway,
on you, boys and girls. You've done a hell of a job throughout the course of this tournament and as ever here at the Guards Polo Club. Heta has the call in behind Chavan, going down the side on his left-hand side on his lonesome. It is Heta now. He's going to cut back in field. Chasing is Jake. Little near side again. Didn't get the touch he wanted, but the play sent out towards the boards again by Heta. He still has control here. Heta looks around to see where his man is. That is Chavan. Look at that play by Castagnola. Oh my word, ladies and gentlemen. Glenn, tell me, carry on, man.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Heta, he's got them all over him like a swarm of bees, but he still comes out with it. He's lost 100 yards, but he doesn't care. Jake comes in for the hook. He has to go for the play, but going across is Tomlinson. And coming in there is Ned Hine. The two of them come together. This game is being played at a frenetic pace. It's gone over in front of the Green Gates tent on the far side. The backhand has gone in, come off a pony. Rebounds back forward. White come in. Ned again. Backhand. Wow, that's a monstrous backhand. But back there is Teo Lecau.
Lecau is there in defence as ever for the white shirts of Aureus. Turns this one around. Going in there to challenge him will be Heta in front. I think he's been told to use it, and he fires it up towards the halfway line. Coventry's over there in the grey. Also there is Chavan. And again, the control on the stick work is superb from Lorenzo. He's going past Mark Tomlinson. Now, look at this. He has Lecau to deal with. He's down the middle of the ground here. He cuts between the two players. Was he fouled? Was there a play on that one for Lecau? The backhand turns it around again. Brilliant defence from the white shirts of Aureus.
Jake Coventry with a big backhand, I think it was. Lorenzo comes in. Look at the ride-off. And Diego pushing hard. He comes back around. He's able to absorb the ride-off and keep going. That's Diego. So is Teo coming now. Diego with a flick. Oh, gets it to Jake. He sends it. Doesn't get enough, but Mark does. They're going forward. Ned has to go to the persuader. Now, oh! So look at this man picking up the horse. You absolute legend, Lorenzo. He's just picked up the pony to make sure it's okay. And that is what I call a good man, Lorenzo Chavan.
No,
picked up
absolutely.
that horse so it doesn't go galloping anywhere it doesn't need to.
Thankfully, Glenn, Ned is up. He's okay. Well done, Ned Hine. And look at this. It'll take a lot more than that to keep this man down, that's for sure.
Well,
and Jake Coventry was the man that went in there, and thankfully Jake did get off his horse and went straight to Ned and said, listen, man, I'm very, very sorry, but Mom Robin runs out as ever. Once if one of her children falls on the field, she's straight out there. And
Now Louis coming out as well. And the trainer. So Malcolm Boric is the one that helps the balance side. We've got Juangri Savaleta down for Aureus. And we just hope that Ned's okay. So he's up, ladies and gents. The ambulance is out, just checking on him. And he looks okay. So we'll just be back in a moment. While we're chatting, so far, what a game. 4-3. And the best thing, Jake just went straight to him and said, mate, I'm so sorry, are you okay? Because nothing like this ever
I
wants
know,
to
but
happen.
there'll be repercussions for this, Glenn.
I think so.
He made a play earlier in the first chucker on Lorenzo down that far corner, and then he fouled up here as well. Then he made that goal there. So he's got to calm down, the young boy, a bit. He's losing his head just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm just being honest here now. I'm not
sure.
being derogatory about it in any way, but you've seen what happened. The proof is out there.
Yeah, I think the one with Lorenzo down here, you could probably forgive him, but definitely that one then, he's just got that a little wrong. And the umpires will be watching that, and we'll see. Let's hope that he doesn't have any time off, but also, last thing we want is someone hurt. So Ned has been checked out. The ambulance has gone off, which is just such good news. They probably should have stayed to give him a taxi ride back to his tent because now he's got a long way to walk.
I mean, there's loads of room in the back. He could even lie down and have a little nap while he's going back there.
So shout out to Logan Thompson, Rach, Kev, Kim and I are all watching from Gloucestershire. Go Aureus. And their young lad Lando's having a snooze. Who else have we got? Charlie Wood. We've got a bunch of people in Kuala Lumpur and in Malaysia. They've got a sweepstake going on the games, but they don't have my number. We'll give them my number, Charlie. That'll be fine. Matt Longley's having a listen from down in Baker's Farmers, West Sussex. Can you give Finley Blackwell a big shout out? How you doing, Finley?
We have Mohammed in Nigeria, Glenn, at the Katsina Polo Club. Great final before us. Cheers, Craig. So, hope you're well, Mohammed.
Brilliant. Luke Barnard's he's watching in South Africa, but he's had to go into the corner of the in-laws' house so he doesn't get hurt.
Thank goodness Ned is fine. He's having a little bit of treatment from most of these teams now, Glenn, these days. They have their own physios, their own vets, their own blacksmiths, their own everything. I mean, some of the setups of the major teams is incredible.
Yeah, and absolutely, Vix Borland, thank you for reaching out, Vix Chappell. The ponies are both okay. They've both trotted up and they've been checked by the vets, and that's absolutely correct. We definitely want to make sure the ponies are okay because they really are performing at an incredible level. So we've got 2 minutes left in this second. Ned is just checking all his credentials, checking that he's all right.
You mean his fingers and toes?
Yeah, the whole lot. So.
Now, there are two umpires on the field, and during a main final, there's always a referee also overlooking the game from the side. But today, always for a main final, and sometimes for semis as well, the HPA put in two referees, and on this occasion, Timmy Bound is the main referee, sanctioned for the final, and he is being assisted by Julian Appleby, just so we can have a chat if he's not too sure about something. The two of them can help to make a decision together. Do you know what, Glenn? The amazing thing is, I've just heard Jamie saying there's over 101 horses here today to play in this final. Isn't that something?
He should have said there's 101, not over 101. He should have said there's over 100.
Well, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, but Jamie, you know what? We love you, buddy.
That's a bit Irish, isn't it?
It is very, yeah, you could have come up with that. But Ned is back on. Thank you to the grooms that brought him over a pony.
Well done, Ned. Good on you.
Holy dooly. I have too many shout-outs to go through right now. We'll go through a few more during the second and the third. Heta is heading back to just get another pony, and the umpires are making their decision as to what's happened. So we've got all 8 players are back, and Ned is okay. So that, ladies and gents, is obviously of major importance, along with Ned's pony, who is okay. And we've just been told that Jake is going to have a penalty 2 against him, and he's going to have 2 minutes off. And unfortunately, with that, where he's put himself has created the danger. And I don't know how you say it, but it's like he's shown the back legs of his horse to Ned, and Ned's horse has ended up coming down because it couldn't gather its feet. And so he's got the penalty called against him, and Jake has to go back up to a box up there where Anthony Fancher is, our chairman of Polo, director of Polo, and he has to have 2 minutes off. So.
And just for people watching Glenn around the world as well, it is 2 minutes of playing time, not 2 minutes of just time, but 2 minutes of actual polo playing time. So this will be Heta for number 5 on the board for Balanz Capital, and a 2-goal advantage for the first time in the game.
So Heta was just warming up. Did look like he was going to hit it, but Lorenzo's been hitting.
It's probably Lorenzo. 100%. I beg your pardon. Well done, Glenn.
No stress. It's all good. But it did look like he was cantering around to hit it. But Lorenzo wanted another ball. I don't know if you noticed that. He went and got another ball because he also knows you make this 5-3. They've got 2 more minutes now. After this 25 seconds, minute and a half, they reckon they can score 1 or 2 more.
Absolutely. 4 against 3. So Siobhan fires it in, no problem, down the middle. And it is 5-3 and a 2-goal lead for the first time.
Synchronised goal flag waving, not too bad. Not too bad down that end. I think that's Harvey and I'll just check it with my list in a moment and let you know.
Because you have a prize for them, Glenn, don't you?
Got a prize for them this afternoon for the best synchronised goal flag waving. We've got Essie Wingroves up here. She's going to tell us which one she thinks is it. But back to the centre now. You're going to notice 7 players on the field for a minute and a half. Ball's gone through. Who can pick it up? No way. Teo comes in to take on Heta. Heta turns it. Now Teo will have to deal with him. Teo goes in. Mark comes in now to deal with the next one. Back end would be good. He goes on his own, taking on Lorenzo. Mark takes this one forward, comes in to take on Lorenzo. It's still Mark. Lorenzo takes it back. They've lost it. 30 seconds.
He's pushing him back all the way, and then goes Heta to try and help out. Lorenzo is throwing the ball now, trying to get away from Tomlinson, and he's in there. Mark's doing a hell of a job on Lorenzo. He's had to reach back and get a hold of that. Now, here we go. Danger for the white shirts of Aureus. It is Heta. Let's it go. Heta bursts through the pack. Heta Castagnola. Ladies and gentlemen, stopped. What a play by Diego Cavana. Incredible. Incoming Ned Hine out to the right-hand side. Still there. Turning it away now. It'll be Lacau getting away from Heta. The right off is huge by Lacau. In behind is Diego, but Lacau getting forward. Stopped by Siobhan. No, he's not. Yes, he is. The backhand open. What a play by Heta. And look at the pass towards Siobhan. What a play by Tomlinson.
What a play by Aureus. This is incredible. And if they stay goalless from this, that is a huge win for the Aureus side. I can't tell you what, Jake can't be far away from coming back on. They've wasted a bunch of time. Heta. Uh-oh. Oh, no. They didn't call it. That was nearly what they call a rider from behind. Teo to take on Claudio. What a chance. We've got 30 seconds. This is going to be unbelievable. Jake will come back on in a minute. Coming back is Ned to take on Teo. He goes the right off. Look who's coming in. Diego gets hooked by Lorenzo. Mark puts it through. Ladies and gentlemen, come on! Mark Tomlinson scores with 3 on 4.
Wow.
And Jake just came back on the field. But we have just witnessed something that we're going to talk about for a long time.
I'll tell you what, Glenn, talking about fighting, we talked earlier about they find a way to win, and there's a good example of it right there. Not that they've won the game like that, but they were 2 behind. It's now 5-4. They were down to 3 men, and boy, did they fight for that. And what defence down to our right-hand side to stop them from scoring.
Unbelievable. And I know Heta was very upset with a little write-off that happened in there, but it didn't matter. Teo Lacau was incredible. He took on Hector Lorenzo here. Wow. I love this.
And the backup from Mark, amazing, along with Diego.
Exactly. So they're going to add Jake back into this game now. We've got all our boys are coming out and doing as many divots as they can. And ladies and gents, this game is seriously hotting up now. 4-5, 5-4. Sorry, I'm looking at my stat sheet, and it's I've got Aureus on the left and Balanz on the right. I did that alphabetically if everyone was thinking that I was favouring anyone. Now, right, Chris Gilson is with Des Van Rienen and Alex Watson watching from Sparta Polo Club and rooting for Jake. We've got Sean Higgins Also from Zambia, go Jake, the Higgins and Evans family, Edwin, Ellis, Errol, Adele. Wow, there's so many. Sarah Grayson, Andy's sister and Ned's aunt watching from Madrid and Melbourne.
I thought that was in Spain.
From Madrid and Melbourne, sorry. Madrid and Melbourne, not Madrid in Melbourne. Ian Bonnie watching from Midhurst. This has to be one of the best Cartier tournaments I've seen. Incredible skills. I completely agree. That's all those ones. Now, who else have we got? Luke Spilsbury's calling in from East Rand, along with Jared Evans, Josh Spark, and Davey Evans. Hey, boys. Rune is called Rune Kai from Singapore. Georgina Duncan from the middle of the night. Kenny and Jax Duncan. Aku is tuned in from Jaipur, India. Goodness me, so many people. Johnny Good. We don't worry about him, do we? Nah. Love you, Johnny.
Hope you're well, Johnny.
Tom Morley, first Zambian to be sent off in the final of the Queens. Tom Morley. Of course you could come up with that. And we are watching currently, Pancho McLaughlin is with Eduardo Pan, and they're listening. And Christophe Alamandu from France. Wow. Thank you so much for listening in and reaching out. Oh, I haven't even checked my Insta. Goodness me, this is too much going on. Too many things. Essie can't believe that a male can do these things. Shout out from Richie. No way. Toby Wayman's watching from Wellington. He's back.
Well, you better ask him about what he says about the magic spray.
Yeah. Can you just tell us, Toby? Just send me the message what it is. Send it on a voice note because I love it. They're all watching from Curramore and Waterford Island are the Tyrones. So thank you, Rich. Tristan Clayton, big shout out to him. And Farouk Adamu Nasoro wants them from, and he's from Kano in Nigeria. So that is so far it.
I have another one from Kano, Nigeria as well, but I'll tell you in a minute. From Usman Dantata.
Usman, cool. Right, let's go. Quickly, horses for this. Well, I don't even know what chuck we are. Third. Feels like it's been going for an hour. Espi Lentejula for Jake. We've got Malteser for Mark Tomlinson. L'Amore Moladora for Diego. And Teo is on Buenamosa. We have V8 Grappa for Lorenzo. Ned is on Lovelock's Teagle. And Claudio Mojitas Arepa. And I'll just get you
Heta lets one go, fires it up there for Claudio's getting the break in behind, chasing his Jake. Claudio, one shot could do it, you know. A little cut shot there. What a play from Claudio. Off the post, is it? No. Backed out of there, would you believe it, by Lacau. And it was met by Lorenzo. Oh, my word. That ball off the post from Claudio. I thought he was going to get another one, but the backhand was superb from Lacau, but just not far enough.
Well, it hit the horse. It hit the horse, yeah, it hit Lorenzo's horse, and it's a hard one because you're going back to save it, and of course Lorenzo puts himself in the right place. He didn't get enough on the backhand, and it's popped back down, and Lorenzo pops it in. But what a play from Claudio Porcel. Right, back to the centre, 6-4. They come back. Aureus want to win this throw-in because so far I've got the throw-ins at 6-3 in favour of the Blues. Coming in now is Teo. Diego. Now we've got Jake, who's gone short right. He'll be the one to hit to. Can he get it to him? He does. He goes right to Jake. Jake checks up. Now that means that Lorenzo has to go to him, which means Mark's free. A short pass to Mark is what he wants. Look at that. Beautiful. Claudio's there. Mark comes in. Mark comes in to make a play. And they've got the whistle. Magnificent play from Diego to Jake to Mark, and they kept Heta isolated.
I tell you what, Glenn, I know it was a big foul by Claudio, but that backhand was out of the air.
He's got a good eye.
Man, was out of the air.
He's got a seriously good eye.
I mean, he fouled big time, but it'll be a penalty in favour of Aureus and a chance for 6-5 here. Penalty 2, looks like, indeed it is. Confirmation from our fourth official, Mr. Appleby. Thank you, Julian. His son played very well yesterday in the international.
Lockie did, yeah. Lockie played very well. Shout out to Lockie Appleby, who played really well yesterday. He and George Cronin.
Maybe Diego Kavanagh to hit this one and make it 6-5. Horse is just a little bit skew whip as he goes in. Doesn't make any difference to the wily Diego. 6-5.
Well, what was weird is Teo's taken all of them, so he must have been happy on that horse. hasn't he?
Well,
like Teo's been taking all of them. So Diego stepped up, but he doesn't care. He loves hitting them.
Man,
he would hit all the short penalties with Adolfo, and Adolfo would hit the fours and the 60s, safeties. Back to the centre.
With Adolfo, and he played all of those penalties. Polo's in play again. Who's going to get a hold of it? And it'll be Diego again. Brings it around. Now taken on by Heta out to his right-hand side. Ned's there as well. In behind comes Lecao. The pass up front. Look at this for Jake. Jake's got to be calm. There's a couple of players in front. Jake's nice touch going in there. Taken on also by Ned Hine. Coming in, Heta. The ball's going over the back line to the right-hand side. Can he keep it in play? It is Ned into clubhouse corner. And Hine bringing that ball away, trying to get away from Jake.
Ned, that's outstanding as Jake has tried to hook Ned, but what is he riding? It's a rocket ship. He's around the outside of someone you never round, and that's Diego Kavanagh. Ned's horse is flying as he's gone up over halfway. Ned comes back over. It's going to be Jake comes in as well. Ned goes to the ball. He's called off it. Where did Heta come from? He's put that in for Lorenzo. This is crazy team play, and Lorenzo will finish that. No, he didn't. Oh, he did. Wow, what a play from Lorenzo. And see the way the goal judges waited till the horses were gone.
I'm not too sure if Lorenzo actually got that, Glenn. I think it was Heta that finished it off. But the amazing team play from these guys, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at something really, really special out here. I know we are.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that Ned was on Lovelock's Teagle. Wow, she's going outstanding. She was flying then. But they've changed ponies, and it's really hard to tell who's on who. Now coming through, Ned goes to the ball. White need to win throw-ins if they want to win this game, because when they do, they keep possession. They do incredibly well. Look at the way Claudio's in there, and Lorenzo. Unbelievable work. Diego comes in, Mark's behind him. Will he leave it? No, he decides to take on Ned. Diego now leaves it for Mark, who Teo comes around behind. He drills this down. Look at, it's going to be Jake, but they've nullified Heta. He comes in to make the play. How does Heta know that Claudio's going to hit that ball there? Heta brings it forward right in front of the grandstand.
Castagnolo with the call. Thompson's there in there also. It's Diego. Diego's backhand was poor, topped it. Incoming Chavan downfield. Diego Heta kept on going. It is Castagnola this time for a 3-goal advantage, and to go all the way for the first time in the game for 3 goals. He'll run that in, and the play again superb from the blue shirts of Balanz Capital. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, this is a treat.
Wow, 13 goals in less than 3 chukkers. And they are hooning. They are flying there. Yeah, there's your word again, hooning.
Hooning. Hooning for a hooner.
The thing about it here, down in front of us, we saw they get that backhand away. Heta doesn't get a play. Lorenzo just stopped. I don't know if you saw the move that his pony made. Just the way it checked and just went left. It was nuts. Okay, back to the centre. White on the left of the throw-in. Blue've got the good side. Teo is out the back with Heta. Jake's in there as well. Whoa, the two of them have come together. But it's stolen now by Diego. He tries to take on Teo. He does well. Look at Ned. Ned comes in. Does unbelievably well. He's called off it. The backhand to go across. Mark can't get to it. It's going to be Lorenzo. He's got the jump on Mark.
Over the far side and over the midway point on the field, it is Lorenzo Chavan with the call, taken on by Mark Thompson, just in front. He has to reach back and get a hold of that. Coming down the side, flying is Heta. Look at that, what a play. Infield pass, look at this, he's looking for Claudio Purcell. A little touch infield, I don't think he'll get there. Open backhand by Chavan. Didn't take it, go off the horse. Ned's there, backhand by Ned. It's looking good towards the goal, and they turn. I think it came off the defending player. It goes over the back line. It'll be a safety 60 in favour of Balanz Capital.
So, just to encapsulate that last play, Heta's gone around the outside.
Wow.
The outside of Lorenzo. So he has pushed the ball 20 yards to an absolutely flying Heta. Now, 99% of players will go towards Heta. Where did Lorenzo go? Hard left, to the middle, Lorenzo, and received the pass from Heta, and almost scored the open backhand, which would have been phenomenal. Then Ned, in really good position, hits an open backhand. They try to save it, hit it over their own backline. But to see, if we could see that again at halftime, if you can hear me, Sophie, to see the play where Heta's flying pass, Lorenzo hits, burns left, and goes for the pass, it's just magnificent, Polo.
The whole setup has been magnificent, Glenn, but just in this game alone, the way they've been scoring, it's all been amazing teamwork. And Claudio is playing a major role in it as well, either going for the goal himself, one came off the post, or taking a man away. And the boys have been doing their job. Lorenzo for number 9. Chavan very high, looking pretty good from here, and it's a beautiful penalty from Lorenzo Chavan. It is 9 goals to 5 now. Aureus have work to do. Less than 2 minutes remaining in this third chukker, coming up to half time.
Well, it's just the rate that they score goals, Greg. They've scored the last 3, and they score them so quickly. You just can't stop them. They are unbelievable. White have been very good, but Blue will just make you pay if you hit the ball 10 centimetres in the wrong place coming through. He picks it up again. He's gone. Nah, shut the gate. He scored. It goes again. Takes the man out. Goes near side. I said it early. I picked it early. He's gone. Oh, he's left it behind. Oh, the big write-off. Jake tried to make the backhand, the belly shot, but Mark's got to it in front of Claudio. Look at the way Claudio Porcel is riding there.
Jackson turns in front of Mark in unison with Mark. Very, very good play by the patron, Claudio. Little touch out to the right-hand side there by Mark. Will he let one go? He pushes that ball down the side. In front of him is Claudio still, also going in there for a challenge. It looked like it was set to the backhand, and look at that horse turn. It is Castagnola now. He must come back in field. Castagnola on the angle. Diego's there as well. Castagnola doing what he does. Going to goal and scoring. What a play. This guy is just something else, man.
You know what? I reckon Hector's gone. Don't forget about me, guys. I know you're talking about Lorenzo a lot, but come and watch me. Look at that play. That's just mad.
We know he's there.
Right.
We know he's always there.
Oh,
we've talked about him enough. And Lorenzo is kind of the new kid in the block, and we're kind of building up on as well. And we're going to have 2 of them to talk about. Well, we have 2 of them to talk about.
6 goals scored in this chukker. There's 10 seconds as they go. Picked it up again. It's going to be Ned with a little flick out to Hector. Jake gets to the ball, takes a little touch, takes on Lorenzo, but Lorenzo went over the top of that one. Coming in now, it's going to be Ned to steal it. Interesting bit of Polo there. It's Diego, takes on 1, takes on 2. Diego, will he flick it back? Lorenzo, how did he get that without getting hooked? He's tall, he's good, and he brings it again. Huge right off there from Diego. Still has control of the ball. How?
I have no idea. And he still has control, and there's the pass across field, and look at who he's found. Heta's there, so too Ned. Ned will be called off it, and incoming will be Heta. Jakes turns, bring that one around on a penny. Still there with Heta. The hooler's gone. There's precious little time remaining in this third chukker. 10-5 to score, and back to defend is Diego. He's got to do something with this. He's been taken on by Chavan, but there goes the second hooler, and what a chukker we have seen from Balanz Capital. They really were all over the white shirts of Aureus. The plays they made, the polo they played, the horses they have, all incredible. I think you're watching its feet, ladies and gentlemen, and I think that you'll agree with us.
Absolutely. They've just won that chukker 5-1. It was 5-4 at the start of that chukker, and then we saw White doing an incredible job at the end of that when Jake got sent off, but still, look what they do, and they do it so quickly. So we have all the Katia guests are going to be coming out into their little square in front of us. Everybody's going to be out on the field. We've got a few minutes, but right now, Greg, I was lucky enough to have a chat to the director of polo here at Guards Polo Club, Anthony Fanshawe.
Yeah.
Now, you and I have spoken about it. He gets pretty emotional about a lot of stuff.
He gets very emotional.
Because this is his baby.
Absolutely.
This field, the game, the tournament.
This club.
Yeah, sorry. The fields, this club. But what he's done is he's put his mark on the sport here in England, and he should be congratulated for what he does. And he's hard sometimes he's hard work around the thing. But what he does do is he steps up, and when he speaks about his crew towards the end of this, have a listen to the emotion. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in a minute. Enjoy this interview that I did with Anthony Fanshawe. Welcome, Anthony. This Queen's Cup has grown and grown and grown into what is now a juggernaut around the world. It's an incredible thing. You must be super proud of that. Tell me about how you've managed to get it to be like this.
I think giving the players what they want.
Yeah, the fields.
It is. I've always said it. When I came, obviously you know what the club used to be like. Better than me. And I think there was a kind of mentality of, why would anyone play the high goal? And they underestimated, and I think maybe that's an English thing, is we underestimate people's passion. And but if you love polo, then you love it.
You've relayed these 2 fields. You've lengthened 3. You've made 4, 6, and 8. The Castle Ground was done. I played the first game down on there. Yeah. You've made that better, and it's a huge undertaking. It took 6 years? How long did it take to do each of those?
It took 6. I think
the Castle Ground, when
Yes.
you played it,
Yeah.
that it was terrible. It
Yes.
was a clay field,
Yes.
basically. And I think we fought with Pete Svoboda, who was the head groundsman then. We fought like crazy to make that field a really good field. And then ground 3, which is always obviously a tiny little field and quite dangerous. In reality, the fence came up really fast on the end of it. I went over it once. And I think when the club did that field, in the middle of the park, this huge, great big field, which took a couple of years to settle down and be a good high golf field. But already in the 6th goal, people, when you got the weather right and it came together, people were like, wow, we want more of this.
Yes.
'Cause I don't think many of the kind of lower goal people really understood what playing on a good field would do for their polo. It changes. It's so easy to hit the ball. It's not. It's impossible to hit the ball, but it's less impossible. It's more possible.
Yeah, that's number one.
Well,
then, but then we end up with a good product. We end up with good polo, and now we're seeing these kids. What do you make of this new batch of kids that are coming through playing this polo?
Yeah, I mean, you can't tell where it's going to go, can you? It's fantastic. You look at from Heta to and Barto, the level they're at, and then all the kids who are watching them now, like I don't know who they would have watched Adolfo, and and now they're getting watched, and someone's watching them going, look, he puts the ball here, I'm going to be able to steal it here, and so they're getting studied, and and the kids who are fanatic about polo are you're able to do your dance out here. Which
they really are.
Back in the day, it would be I remember you used to play games and you'd let people go because the field would be completely broken and no one would be able to hit the ball. And so, whereas now, you can't do that.
Can't let anyone go.
And and it's something we in England need to catch up with.
Yeah.
Is make more fields like this.
Yeah.
Because this is what people want.
We saw 2 amazing semi-finals. Both went to extra time.
Unbelievable.
And and even the sub-semi went to extra time. So.
Yeah. No, that's the thing, and everyone complains. A lot of people complain in England about the handicaps, and for me, it's one of the big reasons why we have huge numbers of teams, is because we make the players very sellable on the handicaps that they have. People, go, "Oh, I've got an undervalued player."
Great.
And you look at all the scores in the high goal. It's very rare that someone wins by more than 2 or 3 goals. It's normally one goal.
Yeah.
And look at both semis, overtime. And in actual fact, both teams that lost probably felt they should have won those games.
They were up by 3 and 4.
Yeah, exactly. And you sort of like, what you can't ever say. Someone came up to me on the second semi and said, "Oh, the game's over. It's over." And I was, "Mate, this game is so not over. It's
That's good.
People score goals. And
so
I
fast.
think, and it's something that's come back into the sport. Is you're going on the field going, I'm going to score 12, 13, 14 goals to win this game.
Rather than defensively.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than, how do we stop the other team from scoring? But it's somewhat, for me, it is fundamental to have grip on a polo field. And it's kind of it's a thing you just say, but it doesn't necessarily happen all the time. And that's what we've got to keep working on.
Well, mate, we're just about done, but you've got an amazing team around you. You've had them for a long time. And I've been chatting with the Harveys and the Harrys, who are the gold judges, down to James and Bonnie. You've got my wife and everybody in the pony lines in the thing. Tell us about your team.
It's crazy, the team.
Yeah.
It really is. It's, we 750 games last year.
750?
Yeah, last year. And sorry, it makes me a bit emotional.
It's okay.
No, they're from Tara to Saskia to Fede, who's new on the thing, to your missus, to the gold judges, who they just love it. Except one of them supports Arsenal, so we,
he's in trouble.
Harry can't help himself. No, it is fantastic. The work that goes on. They'll be working in the office now. They're working till 9 o'clock at night. They cut, at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting text messages going, "What are we doing?" And then in the grounds crew as well. It's a shout out to all of them. It's a club, and in actual fact, I do love it. I love anyone who loves polo. But anyway, it's a lovely place.
Good luck, mate. Hope it goes well.
Well, yeah, we'll see you on Sunday with any luck.
Can't wait. Well, the umpires are back out, the players are back out, and man, there was a lot of people on this field. It has been sold out for a couple of months, and I can see why, because when they put on a spectacle like this, and they've doubled them up on the scoreboard, but do not worry, Aureus will be back. So, Greg, of the second half, and we've got James, he and Bonnie, he and his wife, Bonnie, they've been married for not very long at all, only a couple of weeks, and they love what they do. Got the umpires here. So 6 years old from Argentina. He is up here. He started playing 5 goals. He won the Copa Patria, that is. Foals. So it's the kids, the foals.
Yeah.
And he won that. And there's well and truly over 100 teams that go to that tournament.
Is that right?
So it's pretty cool. Tournaments in Argentina. And he's travelled as a referee to USA, UK, Brazil, Uruguay, Peru, and started umpiring 13 years ago. He did a job. So, well, and to Howard Smith, we've got Howard's 54, was born into a polo family. His father worked for Major Ferguson for 30 years.
Absolutely.
And so summers from the year dot were spent at guards and winters at the farm in Dummer. That's the name. You know that? Major encouraged me to attend as an umpiring as part of before pro umpiring. He played for all club levels and still friendly with mates, Jason and Tarquin, who he with 4 goals and was a 7-goal arena player. So that's really cool. All the world umpiring, visiting Jaipur in India for the first time, and in 2014 was asked to be the chief umpire of Guards Polo Club, responsible for umpire allocation and umpire standards. It's a huge responsibility, and he absolutely loves it. So thank you to main umpires.
No, he does a hell of a job, this Howard, I'll tell you what, and he's a really, really... Right, they're back out. Ladies and gentlemen, that the third chaka changed the whole look of this game, and in particular the scoreboard. As Glenn said, they were behind by a goal, they were in front by a goal going into it, and then they scored 5 goals, Glenn, unanswered, and the ball is in play far side, and it is incoming Jake Coventry, taken on now by Diego, reaching in there, trying to get it away from Ned. Ned steals it back over in the far boards. Incoming Jake on Ned over in the far side again. Ned checks and turns, brings it around. Here come the boys in blue again on the pass in field, and the shot by Ned is out to the right-hand side. Oh boy, he's hitting them from all angles too, isn't he, young Ned?
Ned is playing outstanding, and there's been a lot of people comes in. He's hit it a fraction far, but Heta's back on Nativa Sultana. Has he hit that too far? Look at the way Heta gets in on the ball. This little pony of his, Nativa Sultana. Oh, what a hook. This has allowed Jake. He sends that one a bit wide to the right. Jake's ball, that has gone wide out to the right-hand side and out of play. And that was a nice attacking play for Aureus. Great hustle from Mark Tomlinson.
No, very, very good indeed. But the knocking will be taken from the blue-black line, and it'll be Castagnola who has it. Now, where's Lorenzo going? He's been challenged by Jake. High, loft the drive, upfield. Claudio is free. In front, behind him, it is Diego. Claudio with the first touch, looking pretty good. Bouncing ball, couldn't get a hold of it. The backhand came off the horse of Chavan. Incoming, in there. So I thought Ned had a play on that, but it's Lacau who gets a hold of it. Near side drive by Lacau, couldn't find it. Lorenzo's there as well. Checks and turns and brings it around. Taken on by a white shirt over on the far side. It is Lacau. Near side play. Look at this. He tries to fire it up there. He's seeing Heather going forward. Backhand by Lacau. Up in the air. No distance on that. And it'll be Heather who's over in the far corner.
2 minutes gone. They're still attacking. They're in the corner. They've left it behind. Coming in now. Heta still comes in. How does he get back in there so quickly? Heta. Now it's going to be Diego who's come out for a pass from Lacau. Lacau's out on the right-hand side. And the umpire out on the lovely little creamy pony. And it's going to be Ned coming in. But somehow, Diego, wow, where did this guy come from? He saw Ned was there with someone on him, so he gave him a chance. The flick back to Ned is magic. Ned goes backhand, sets it back to Heta. Incredible teamwork. They're fighting for it in the air. No way. Heta. This is unbelievable. I can't even describe what just happened.
I don't have any words, Glenn. I mean, ladies and gentlemen at home, whatever you want to say yourself, talk among yourselves, it's just crazy. What a play. Just look at that goal to see where it was before he hit that. Just eyeing it up and getting his sights in.
So we're back to the centre, and that was an incredible bit of teamwork from Ned and Heta. Lorenzo wasn't even back as Jake. He's a bit late to the throw-in. He's back on Nativa. He's still on Nativa Sultana. She's incredible. The shot into goal to set up Lorenzo because everyone looks at Heta. Lorenzo, will he open this back to goal? He comes in to make the play. He turns. How does he get around so quick? He still has control of the ball on the back line. He's in control again. What's he going to do with it? Shot at goal is wide to the left. He's unhappy with something, but that is a miss. An 11-5. They are looking like they want their name on this trophy.
Well, would you believe it? He missed one. 11-5 to score. Knock in from the back line. Looks like Lacau is off changing. And the ball will be taken forward by Mark Thomason. Teo's gone to the right. Diego's there to the left-hand side. Taken on by Chavan. Diego has work to do now. The tall one is in there with him. It is still with Diego. Incoming in behind is Mark. Diego fires it upfield, but waiting on the end of it there is a little touch around out of the air by Heta on the grey. Taken on now by Chavan. Chavan goes over to the far side. Good work by Ned. Takes away the man to the right-hand side. Chavan, little backhand touch for Heta again. And that was a little Loretta. A half Loretta, you might say. And the turn around the corner again. Infield, he's gone between players. Has he lost control? No, that's a silly question. And of course he hasn't. The ball taken on there. Look at he's still going forward. It is Heta. Castagnola. He's beaten them all. He has one more to beat. Nostman. Castagnola. Wide. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow. I think their eyes in England today.
Well, 17 goals. 16 goals, sorry. My maths wasn't very good there. 16 goals. And it's going to be a chance now for Aureus. Claudio's out the back waiting. Mark has gone to Lorenzo again. Heta has Jake coming to him, but these angles that he chains are just unbelievable. Teo's in space. Can Diego get it to him? He goes right to left to Jake. Jake has control. Mark has to get to Lorenzo. Now Teo's the one to hit to. Jake, beautiful pass to Teo. Teo's already been out on a little mare called Secretariat, but he's going to go. The play from Mark Tomlinson is outstanding, but Lorenzo somehow got back onto it again. They leave it as Diego comes through. He's got Ned in front. Oh, no. Claudio. Oh, Claudio, what a play. And he's been hooked out of it was Lorenzo. Awesome by Teo. Oh, Heta came in and almost stole it. Diego gets the burn. Gets the reach on Lorenzo. It's really quite something. Down inside the 30. Still Jake has control. Coventry to pick it up. Tail. Oh, it might have gone out, I think.
It went over the back line. And fair play to Jake. He put his arm up there and looked at the umpire and said, no, it was over the back line. Good on you, fella. So the black shirts will have it with Chavan. We'll take this forward. Heta has got on to a fresh one. There's a little Loretta again for Heta. Heta taken on by Coventry. Castagnola with the ball. He's just waiting to see where everybody is. And it's a huge, big drive out to the left-hand side. He's looking for Claudio, who's free. Chasing back to defend will be Lacau. It's still there with Claudio, but he's over by the far board. He's going to come back in field. Claudio over the top. Lacau goes in there. Tries to get this ball and bring it around now. He's taken on by Ned is in there with Tim. Also helping out is Diego. They check and turn. Lacau has it. They've gone forward for a pass. Lacau must get rid of... I think it's Ned, hard to work out the two helmets, and the ball is sent down the field now looking for find Mark. Mark just slows it down, over the top he goes, leaves the ball for Lacau.
Outstanding work from Mark because he waited, held his swing and took the hook. Now can they score and make this a 1-1 chucker? Goes long, and I mean, oh no. I watched that one, but it looked down. This is either going to be, was Ned in the way, or did Teo catch the hook player in front? So that is the end of this chucker. And ladies and gents, 11 goals to 5 Balance have them doubled in a bit on the scoreboard with 2 to go.
That was a much better performance by Aureus on that occasion, but it was just, these boys are just so good.
So good.
And the goal they scored was just incredible.
And defensively, Aureus done a lot because they missed 3 down here, and they've just putting pressure the whole time. So anyway, we will see you for the 5th in a moment.
Yep. Good comment. Glenn, I'm going to give a shout out to a new person watching the game of polo for the first time, and I hope he's enjoying it. His name is Eric Hudson. He's in Bangkok and is a very good golfer. He played with Jamie Woodward this morning. I hope you're well, Woody, and all is good. And I bet you Eric beat the hell out of you. But anyway, apart from that, it is his first time playing. Also, a big hello to Millie, who's down there in front of us, said hello to us earlier, and Jack Hodges, and he says, go Team Aureus.
Yeah.
Well, they're up against it at the moment, Woody. So, but anyway, I can see where you're coming from.
It's not an insurmountable mountain, but it's getting steeper as the minutes go by. And someone that we both said is a very good commentator, and Stevie, we miss you a lot. Shake Stevie Lamprell, how are you, dude? Hope you're well. Love to Jilly. Thank you very much for the shout out, and I hope you guys are well. So, my phone's still blowing up, and for everybody that I haven't mentioned, I apologise.
And I just want to say again hello to Usman Dantata of Anadaria Stables in Kanu in Nigeria. And my other good friend, I just have one more to give you, Glenn, if I can find it. Oh, where are you, Aga? Oh, he's gone for a minute. There he is. Aga is watching with the boys in Kuala Lumpur. Well, he's put down the initials, DMM, Joe, Stan, and KS.
Love that, love that. And how good is this? Shout out to the Cowdrey Care Home members. You guys, hope you're having a great day, and we are loving being here for you. So, we're back out. The sun has gone. The cloud has come over, and it has dropped by 4 or 5 degrees, but this has not stopped how hot this game is out here, because at 11:05, Balance have been something else to watch today. The teamwork, the horsemanship, everything has been incredible. And now, at the end of that chukker, there was a penalty given against Teo Lacau for an errant shot, and so that will be a spot hit. That was the only foul of the chukker, the last one.
Happy days, right, far side. Header has the ball, taken on by Jake, the number 1 for the Aureus team. Left now for Lorenzo, far side, taken on by Mark. He puts on a bit of pace now and goes down the side. Infield he goes. The control again is there from Siobhan. Mark can only watch at this stage. In behind goes Heta again. He takes over, goes around the houses. Along the back line he goes, put it up even more pace. And there's the shot down towards the goal. Heta Castagnola, ladies and gentlemen, again. What have we seen? Well, Glenn, I don't know if you want to describe that. Go ahead and do it, man, because I don't have any words.
It's just brilliant. It's just unbelievable. That is his 5th field goal, and it's truly just spectacular. 2 Lorettas, round they go, and he still shoots, and he's got the ability to shoot and just be pinpoint accurate, even on the angle. Absolutely magnificent. He comes in late to the throw-in. Lorenzo's front right, Diego front left. They flick it back. Beautiful play from Jake as he trapped that ball. Magic from Jake. Now he skied that one with Diego. Ned comes in, has to keep control of him. Look at the way Jake is holding Lorenzo at the back. He's got round the outside of Claudio and Ned. Diego with a shot at goal, doesn't get enough. Lorenzo has the man on his hip.
Jake turns it around, coming in there. Jake to try and get a hold of that ball. I think he's stolen it. Little backhand touch by Jake. Turns that horse on a penny and still goes forward towards the goal. Left behind now for Mark. Mark, can he get one back here? In front of him was Ned. The ball's in the goal mouth. Surely Heta's there, reaching wide. I think he's put it over his own back line, and we will have a safety 60, possibly. Indeed, they are heading towards the 60-yard spot, and it will be a safety 60.
Yep, trying to clear it, yeah?
Trying to clear it. Heta just knocked it over his own back line.
So everybody in the Berkshire Clubhouse watching, thank you, Lexi. Shout out to everyone in Berkshire Clubhouse. Now, we've also had Roy Prisk earlier, Greg, and I'm sure this is where you're going to be going tonight. The after party starts at 10 p.m.
Maybe my son, but not me.
Starts at the Sway Ascot High Street, starts at 10 p.m., finishes tomorrow at 10 p.m. 24
Perfect.
hours of partying.
Happy
Go
days.
for your life.
Lacau for number 6. Can he go and get one? Come on, Teo. Oh, he didn't get a hold of that one at all. The ball's going towards the goal. Got it. He snuck in over the line. The goal is good from Teo Lacau. And the Aureus crowd in front of us here are very happy little chappies indeed.
Aren't they? Oh, Dana Barnes, how are you, buddy? Hope you're well. And that is, he's from Cape Cod, he is, outside Boston. And he had Ned playing for him in England this year, Dana Barnes. Lovely man.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I've just had a message. Somebody asked, what is the Loretta? So the Loretta is, I woke up in the middle of the night and it was Heta and Lorenzo that play together. And they do a play where they hit the ball behind each other and get to it. And so I called it, joined the words together, and I called it the Loretta. Diego's done 17 turns around there.
Man, and incoming was Heta on the roundabout. I don't think you're allowed to do that, are you?
No, he was on the end. He was doing burnouts down the end of the Ascot High Street.
You'll be doing that on the way home tonight.
Probably.
It's going to be a penalty.
Oh, they've given him possession because the ball got stuck and they had control.
No
so
wonder
well
he
done.
was doing a roundabout.
I still think he was doing burnouts.
Right, hello to Sakib, my old mate in Islamabad, and Annie and the kids. I hope you're all well. So it'll be Lacau to bring it forward. Diego's out to the left-hand side, waiting is Ned to go in there and challenge Lacau, and he tries to go past his man. Ned is staying, no, he cuts him behind, and still with Lacau. In front now is Heta on the grey. Little backhand touch there for Diego, who's in behind, going forward. Diego leaves it for Lacau. Do we have a whistle? We do, and I think they may have got a hold of this one. And that was the white team going forward there. Diego.
Well, the first one was probably against Ned, but definitely the second one was against Heta. I just watched the replay there, and they've given a penalty too there. But anyway, it's a penalty too, and I...
Did he ride under the swing there, Glenn?
Yeah, well, first one, Ned was in front of him,
right,
and then Heta afterwards, and they played a little bit of advantage because they thought he'd shoot at goal, but they haven't, they didn't, and so they now give a penalty too. So it's against Heta. That's what I wrote down on here, so lucky I chose the right one.
So Diego for number 7 on the board and a 5-goal ball game. You never can tell, you know. They've come back in the past. Don't forget these boys. Always put it wide. No. Diego, what have you done? If they needed a goal there, if they needed a goal ever, it was there. Anyway, from the back, it'll be Heta to bring it forward for Balanz Capital.
So Balance with the shot. Look at him. Oh, my goodness. How has he got so free? Look at him. It's going to be Claudio. Great first touch. Sends it to the left post. Look at this pony. He's back on the same one. Gets a little bounce. But look at Lorenzo come in. The backhand was absolutely magic. But Ned will send a backhand back to Heta. But it's gone too far and Jake's going to pick it up. Jake goes to the ball. Goes near side. Flicks it back. Beautiful work. But it's only to Lorenzo. Lorenzo out from 60. Picks it up. On the bounce. Lorenzo to get that 13th. Lorenzo Chavan is making this difficult for Aureus. And that was beautiful.
My, oh my, poor old Jake. He thought he had a white player behind him. Chavan was onto that like a flash, or in a flash even. And the control again, incredible.
With a flash, in a flash, on a flash. He is a flash.
He's a bit flashy.
He's very flashy, is this boy. And that was beautiful, Polo. And the shot from Jake was really nice to get it away from Heta, but guess who was there? and he made them pay.
Right
Going
from
out.
the line out, it'll be Diego trying to get a hold of this ball. Oh, look at this again from Chavan. Near side play, takes it out of the air in the first touch, and still with Chavan, the ball going up there. Good play by Diego, takes it away Heta. Back to the defend goes Mark. Mark will lead another backhand, open backhand, didn't get a whole lot of angle on that, but it's enough to find Diego. Diego turns sharpish. Lacau was up there, over the top they go. Diego's going to go back and get it. Still with Kavanagh taken on by Chavan. They check and turn, bring it around again. These horses are something else, aren't they? And they take a little deflection, and he hit accidentally, of course. Lorenzo and Diego is right there. They will shake hands. Very good sportsmanship from Diego and Lorenzo, but the foul will go against Aureus.
Yeah, he's just glanced Lorenzo with the ball, and in a close contact play like that where you've slowed down, you can't hit anyone in front of you, unless, of course, they are in the right of way, and then they play it against them. But Lorenzo was well and true. He's a metre left, and unfortunately, Diego's just slightly mishit that one out to the right. So
now, Glenn, I'm going to say something here.
Uh-oh.
I reckon that Heta will have a go at this.
I wouldn't mind betting he gives it back to Lorenzo to have a go. He's gone to change.
I wouldn't mind betting he hits the cars at the back of the road behind the goal. And they're about 50 yards behind the goal.
So don't forget, we're still having the synchronised flag waving competition between Meyer and Harvey and Meyer and Harry, and Asta and Harvey. Harvey nearly got rolled by a ball down that end the other day as Nico Pierres caught one, and it was a line ball, a metre off the ground. And Harvey, it was like he was in the Matrix. He just dropped as the ball went over him. Keanu Reeves like.
Looked like a ninja.
So they're not going to hit it.
Oh, he's not going to hit it, is he? Oh, Heta, you let me down. What are you doing? Now he's going to hit it. Oh, here we go. And that's looking pretty good from here. And that's a wonderful goal from Heta Castagnola. Well, I thought he'd hit it. Well, he actually hit it twice. But what can I tell you? What a goal from Castagnola. And that was down the middle. It's 14-6, ladies and gentlemen. What else can we say?
It's a different game. It's a different game for these two.
The standard is just incredible.
3-4, the blue team, but these two have an understanding of each other, having played and won the US Open and the USPA Gold Cup. I see Mackie Waste, their teammate, won just the other day down with the White Crane team in Cowdrey. Now, it's going to be Heta trying to pick it up. Lorenzo, Jake nearly fell off the front, but it's Jake going into push hard. Ned, it's quite difficult to see with the flag in the way, but the shot out on the right-hand side from Heta has gone wide to the right, so they win the throw-in after hitting that crazy goal, and boom.
Right, it'll be a knock-in from the Aureus back line. Steve Thompson wants a shout-out, and he's going to buy us a drink, Glenn, huh? And that'll be a first, won't it?
It's not much use to us over there, is it?
Hope you're well, Stevie boy. Diego fires that ball out to the right-hand side, looking for a white shirt. Heta goes back to the defend. Will he play the backhand? Yes, he will. Into the centre. Look at that. The telepathy between these two players is something special. Now, Chavan's on a run. Here's a bit of space here. He's looked up. He might have a go too. Oh, maybe not just yet. Mark comes into the challenge here. It is Chavan. There's the hit down towards the goal. It's high in the sky, but he didn't get much on it. But he comes in again. And look at the control again. Oh, incoming. And what a blow. He's found it. My word. Boy, oh boy. What can you say? Another beauty, this time from Lorenzo Chavan.
That was Diego.
Who was that that nearly fell off in front of him?
Diego. I thought it was Jake, but it was Diego. And Lorenzo has scored again. Now, something that I had a little read of when I was doing some research, Greg, was, here we go, we got the replay.
This is the drone shot of Lorenzo. Look at that play. And he still managed to get it in.
So we've had Rochi Torreguitar in the last couple of years as one. He's our Englishman. Today we're going to have one or two Englishmen will win. And 19 of the last 24 Gold Cups have been won by a goal. Queen's Cups, apologise.
Not this
Queen's
one.
Cups.
Not this one. Diego brings it around, taken on by Claudio out to his right-hand side. Kavanagh looked to get one. The bouncing ball didn't get it. Look at that horse of Heta's turn. And look at Heta run away here. And he's going forward. The first touch is lovely. Look at him. He's off like a bride's nightie. It's with Heta Castagnola. Can he get a hold of it? Can he play the angle over the back line and goes wide to the left-hand side? And that will end the checkout, ladies and gentlemen. 15 goals to 6. Balanz Capital are looking good for the Cartier Queen's Cup with one more chucker to play.
Looking good. There's 6 goals up with 7.5 minutes. It's going to be a heck of a last chucker. I have seen 9 goals scored in a chucker. Actually, yes, 9. We were given 1 start, and at the end of the first chucker, no, there was 10 goals scored in it. It was 6-5 at the end of the first, but that was both teams scoring.
Really?
Yeah, it was 6-5 after the first chucker at a game at Elliston in the like early 2000s. Anyway, ladies and gents, sorry, before I was saying only 1 Queen's Cup have been won by these 8 players, which was Heta, and the 19 of the last 24 Queen's Cups have been by 1 goal, so since 2000. And the biggest margin so far has been by 4 goals. It was 13-19, and it was La Indiana against Dubai. So Michael Bickford's team won it in 2018, but this one is going to set a whole bunch of new records.
9
if it
goals,
keeps going.
9 goals at the minute, and it could be more. But I would love to see Aureus getting a few back on the board. They deserve it, I think, because they've been playing exceptionally well. It's just these other 2 boys, and the other team, what did we say, Glenn, a different level?
It's mad. They scored goals, so when I say goals, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, that is the number goal as you go along, and, in goal order. And then they've gone along and then scored 19, 20 and 21. So they have been absolutely outstanding so far. Ponies for the last, always difficult to tell. We'll try and keep an eye out on some of them. Oriental Amada is out for Jake, supposedly. Got her from Polon, and Sanjay used to call her the Polon. Purdy for Mark Tomlinson, whose mother was Pretty Woman, and very difficult to tell too many of the others as everyone's changing them around. Right, so Heta, he hasn't hit enough balls. He's just having a stick and ball as he comes back out. He just wants to just get his eye.
He needs to warm up. God bless him. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
It just gets a bit chilly between breaks. He is something else, isn't he, Glenn? Both of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, as the players come back out for the last chucker of this year's Cartier Queen's Cup, I don't think we're going to see a comeback. Well, no, we're not. Full stop. 9 goals the difference. And this blue team have really turned it on here this afternoon. And I think Glenn is going to leave us now. He's going to go down to the pony lines and go down to the winning team, down to their camp, and watch the celebrations as the team comes off. I will be with you for the final chucker. Have fun, Glenda. So Mr. Gilmore is off and running. So I got to get back up now. Right, we're back in business. Sorry, guys, about that. Heta has the ball on the near side place, taken on by Jake in behind on the grey. Heta just checks up, tries to come back infield, sends it across field, looking for his man over there. That was Ned, but it's way, way out to the right-hand side and goes wide. So the knock-in will be taken from the Aureus back line. 9 goals the difference. It's going to be hard work, but I want to see them getting 2 or 3 on the board anyway. Aureus, come on, boys. Get in there. Make the score a little bit more respectful upfield. The pass by Lecao. Correction, it was Diego. There's Lecao. The ball up towards Mark. Perfect pass. Jake's gone forward. Heta goes with him. Mark with the call. Still with Mark. Claudio's in there as well. Look at Javan riding in there hard as he can. The ball going out to the right-hand side. Heta goes back. Look at the control, the check, the turn around in clubhouse corner. Now he's coming forward. The ball now with Heta Castagnola. Oh, would you believe it? A rare mistake by him. Near side play by Chavan. Sends it down the side. And it'll be taken on by Teo Lecao. Lecao will bring it infield. Lecao lets it go. But the ball out to the right. And he thought he'd have a go from there, and why not? But it's gone wide. It'll be a blue knock-in. Heta again to bring it forward. Oh, they're getting closer. They're in a bit of a heat. There's a lot of traffic there. Chavan's on one side. Backhand by Chavan. Do we have a whistle on the play? I think we'll do. And it was the White Church who were going forward there. And the play by Chavan, we'll see, was he the culprit? They'll have a look at that. Oh, the umpire's beside me. And the foul is against Lorenzo Chavan. It's a penalty 2 in favour of Aureus. Now, surely they'll make it 15-7 at least. And they'll probably take it from the point of the infringement. They're given a choice if you want to take it from the spot, which is 30 yards away from the goal, or if it's in front of the goal, they can take it from there as well. Diego fires that one in. Good on you, Diego. The goal is good. And look at those goals, they're just waving those flags in unison together. Oh, we'll have a look at the other end now and remember. What did you think of that, guys? Look at that, they're still going. Well done, boys, in complete synchronization. Oh, there's a good word for you. And you hear the crowd here. Hopefully you can hear the Aureus team. The stand commentators, Jamie and Tarquin, are trying to get a little bit of momentum for the team with the white shirts, to give them a little bit of help from the side. And in coming Lorenzo Chavan, taken on by Mark Thompson. Good work by Mark. Great play by Ned. Takes that ball on the near side. Back goes Lecau, taken on by Heta. It is Teo Lecau, far corner. Heta's there. Lecau and Heta. Heta's all over him. Look at that, reaching back, didn't get a hold of it. Good job from Mark. Mark comes in there to try and help his man, but I think he's lost control. And again, it's that tall man. It is Chavan trying to get in there. The backhand, turn it around, and it'll be Heta. Next shot across field. Look at Chavan. Knew he was going to do that. How the telepathy between them is incredible. Still with Chavan, taken on by Tomlinson. He gets away from his man now. Diego's on the chase, and he's gone past Lecau as well. Chavan infield. Look at the control, ladies and gentlemen. Few tops out of the air. There we go. Between the post. One for the road. How's your father? Goal, Lasso. What else do you say? Incredible. Back to the centre. Chavan turns it on. 16 goals to 7. 3 and a bit minutes remaining in the sixth. Chaka. Just waiting on Teo. And we have an umpire who's just dismounted. I think we had a loose shoe there, maybe, possibly, or something. He's given a free change, actually. So we'll have a little break. So everyone has been given a free change. The horses have been working exceptionally hard. Now there is an MVP and a best playing pony. So see if you've seen a horse during the course of the match. And it's not necessarily by the player who scored the most goals. It's the player who does the work off the ball and maybe scores some goals also. And, well, the work that the horse does underneath that player. That's what it comes down to. Quick change by all. I want to say a huge thank you as well to Cartier, everybody, and to Madame Agathe Dupont, who is here. And the ball is in play again. Mark checks, turns, brings it around. Out in front of him is Ned. Over the top from Mark Lorenzo. Backhand across field. Look at the angle he put on that ball, and it's picked up now by Ned. Out of the air by Ned, then Claudio goes forward. Jake's in behind. Claudio Porcel, can he go all the way? The approach is out to the left-hand side. He needs a cut shot, a little open backhand. Incoming Ned. Cut shot by Hine. It's something out of this world. What a play. Ned Hine. Oh, my word. We're seeing it from everyone out here today with a blue shirt. It's absolutely incredible. 17 goals to 7, 10 goals the difference. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Amazing.
Brilliant play for the young Englishman there. The MVP from the semi-final for Balanz capital. What an extraordinary volley that was on the run. The ball was 3 foot off the ground, and he's absolutely smashed it downfield.
Right, come on, Diego, get something going here. Kavanagh with the call. In behind is Heta. Out to the right is Chavan. And the ball was just shanked a bit. The backhand by Heta. Stopped by Mark Thompson. There's the drive upfield towards his, looking for his number 4. Incoming is Heta. Good play by the cow. Heta's there. Few taps out of the air. And the ball fired upfield. And now he's away and running. And it is Ned Hine, far side, going forward Claudio. And there's the pass, Claudio. Back goes Mark Thomason. They're racing down the Queen's ground here at the Guards Polo Club. Thomason needs a backhand. Didn't get a hold of it. Over the top he goes. And then it'll be Ned keeping the attack going. Ned stopped by Thomason. What a play by Mark. Hope he go now. Up front is Diego. Mark needs a big one here. And there's the pass out to the right hand side. He's going to run this one on his own. Mark in behind chasing his Heta. Over the top he goes. He can get a hold of it. Jake needs to fire a big one. He gets a hold of it. It's over the halfway line. Loves the drive over to the far boards. Incoming again is Mark. Will keep this attack going. Diego's good in behind him. Oh, he didn't get a hold of it. Over the top. A rare mistake there by Heta. Didn't find that one. And it will be young Jake Coventry with the call here. Still with Jake, taken on now by, looks like it is Lacau. Across infield he goes. Correction, it was Diego. And he's put it over the back line to the right hand side. I was just saying before that, ladies and gentlemen, huge thank you to Cartier and Agathe Delpont, who is the new Cartier Limited Managing Director for both England and Ireland. So welcome, madam. It is she who will present the prizes to the players in company with Colonel Sean O'Dwyer, who is the chairman of the Guards Polo Club. Can you pick the MVP? Can you pick the best playing pony? There's several horses out there. You can pick any one of them really, but there's several that have been pretty smart. And I think it's going to be a safety that's being given. 17-7 the score. I also want to give a huge thank you to all of the grooms during the course of this competition. They have been absolutely incredible. The turnout of the horses, the care they give these horses is something special. It's very high in the sky and it's out to the right and wide from Teo. Bad luck, score remains the same, 17-7. Thank you to all the grooms, all the boys and girls on the pony line, on the cold face of the polo world. Right, the ball fired up in the air, and look at that, he's put it on the end of Chavan's mallet, coming in there, Diego. Chavan didn't get a hold of it. Mark will check and turn and bring it around. Chavan goes in there to steal it. Oh, look at this. This guy is still fighting for everything, isn't he? You wouldn't think he was 10 goals in the lead. Turning onto that now, Mark has it right away, and that checks, turns, brings it around. But there it goes, ladies and gentlemen. The hooter is gone. It is a huge performance from the blue of Balanz Capital. They will shake hands with their team, their opposition here today, Aureus, and the boys in blue. Look at that. Claudio Porcel will be delighted. Huge hug from Lorenzo Chavan. Incoming now to give him a big hug, and a thank you to Claudio Heta. And Claudio, in his first high goal tournament in England, has just gone and won the Cartier Queen's Cup. Ned and Heta celebrate. Chavan's in behind. Claudio is chasing them. Now we know the situation down in the camps, and I think the Balanz Capital team and the grooms will be ecstatic down there. So I'm going to hand you over to Glenn and Greg, who are down there. So boys, take it on. It's yours. Good luck, Glenn. There we go. Well, I think that's a shot from the drone you have at the moment. Look at Claudio with all his grooms and his family down there. They're all here to stay to watch this today. This morning he was at the game also, and they're all here to watch the final this afternoon. Glenn is there behind him, so it's over.
Claudio, congratulations, man. You've just won the Queen's Cup. How are you feeling?
It's unbelievable. It's a dream.
Mate, you've just got off the field.
Very happy.
Unbelievable. You should be so proud, man. What a game.
Yeah. The team is amazing. The team is amazing. I have no words.
Well, you've just given them. Good on you, mate. Congratulations.
Thank
Well
you very
played.
much.
Let's get Ned. Ned, get over here, buddy. Mate, congratulations. You've just won yourself a Queen's Cup.
Thanks, Glenda. Can't quite believe it. A pleasure playing with these guys and in front of the crowd. It's just amazing. The score probably didn't. I mean, we beat them by a few, but it was tough out there, and yeah, unbelievable.
Are you okay after you fall?
Yeah, I got my shoulder and my head a little bit, but I got lucky, I think.
Well, mate, congratulations. Enjoy with your family. Go and have a great night. Good on you.
Do you want me to carry it and then drop it off with you? Because we're walking back halfway that way.
Yeah.
he lucky? It was just here. It's just there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the wonderful prizes for the teams. We will have the first presentation will be for this morning's game, which was for the Cartier Trophy, and that was won. Yeah, you guessed it, in extra time, 12 extra times in the Cartier Queen's Cup this year, and I believe history was made on the semi-final day when both semi-finals went to extra time. Would you believe it? Incredible. We've had 19 games that have been won by a solitary goal during the course of the whole tournament, which is today, I believe, is the 48th game. I hope I've got that right. But this morning, it was Akasha who beat Gaston by that goal and a penalty from Pablo McDonough. Won the day for Akasha and Alexandre Gares' team. Alexandre couldn't play. Dana Rector took his place. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but anyway, you know who she is. She played exceptionally well too and scored a very good goal as well. In fact, she got a penalty one out of it. That's how good that goal was. And the very, very large crowd here around the arena, the presentation area, are being entertained by the band of the Welsh Guards, looking resplendent, I have to say. Good on you, boys, in their costumes. And, of course, as Jamie always goes on about, their famous bear hats, bear skin hats even. And it won't be too long before the players will come in to the arena. And Glenn will be coming back up here with me also to help present or help me to just assess the whole situation here as far as the whole tournament is concerned, and indeed the presentation itself. We're waiting on the MVP and the best playing pony also. I know who the MVP is, but I'm not going to tell you, ha ha ha, not just yet, but you can probably guess it. Anyway, we're just waiting for the players to come into the arena. We have Gaston first and then Akasha. They will receive the Cartier Trophy, and then, of course, the main presentation. And a huge thank you again to Madame Agathe Delpont of Cartier. And again, our thanks go to our very, very special sponsors who are Cartier for their support and generous sponsorship over the last 14 years here at the Guards Polo Club for this tournament. And they've been here, I believe, almost 40 years in total, because they sponsored the Coronation Cup previous to taking on the mantle of Cartier Queen's Cup. And so I can see the umpires are out there. Don't know where Glenn is. He might have gone to the bar. Can't say I blame him. No, I'm joking. He'll be on his way. He was getting some coverage, as you've seen earlier, of the celebrations from the Balanz capital team. Well, I got to give it to Aureus. They did everything as well that they could. But the boys in blue today were just too good. But Aureus, they fought for every game during the course of this Queen's Cup. 3 overtimes they went to. And they won every one of them. You know, as somebody said, they know how to win. And they know how to dig themselves out of a hole as well. But not today. The task was just too much for the Aureus team. But well done to Mark Tomlinson. He is the captain of the Aureus team. Diego Kavanagh, Teo Lacau, and young Jake Coventry, who's been outstanding during the course of this competition. Well done to all of those guys. I don't think they'll mind losing to a team like Balanz Capital, because the polo they played and what they did was just, well, it's just special, isn't it? I mean, we've seen a spectacle here this afternoon, everybody. It's these two boys, they're youngsters, pups. Them, and of course, don't forget, also, you got a few other boys in there. You're looking at Perotto and Barto, and well, there's a whole host of them. Huge amounts. So, teams will be on their way very, very shortly. And I got to say as well to the staff and Anthony Fancho, who you've seen a very emotional interview with earlier today. He really, this is his baby. This club is his baby. The way he runs the show here, what he's done, he has really upped the standard of polo in England, and it's down to one man, and that is Anthony. He has done it superbly. And the staff in the office, you have Clara, who is officially the polo manager, and Saskia, all the guys and girls in the office. James and Pam, there's a whole host of them. If I name them all, I'll be here till midnight. But well done to everybody. And from the goal judges, right through to the ground staff, right through, you name it, just a whole lot. The umpiring was superb during the course of the tournament. The games were superb. The standard of polo was superb. They were on time, every time a coconut, except when they had to wait for us, Polo Cam TV, to get from one place to the other, and there was traffic or what have you. But there's not much we could do about that. But we did our best here. So I'm going to say well done to the Polo Cam crew as well. All of the guys are photographers from both ends of the fields. Our main man up top, Mikey Moon. All the staff as well in the studio. Well done to everybody. It's been a wonderful performance, I think. You'll all agree that all things went pretty smoothly. And here we go. We have some players coming into the arena. I'm not too sure where Glenda is, where he's gone. The presentation will be made firstly to, as I said earlier, the runners-up and winners of the Cartier Trophy, and there will be an MVP prize for that one as well. The horses have gone back home, so there won't be a prize for a best playing pony in that particular match. I'm just looking at Alexander Gores, who's there with his team. Santi Laborde, Facundo Fernandez Llorente, and of course the legend himself, Pablo McDonough. Ah, Mr. Gilmore is back. How are you, boy? Well done. I never mentioned, Glenn, I love your blue suede shoes, boy. You're looking a bit like Elvis there.
Should we go up a bit?
Yeah, no, I was waiting on you, man, so we have to go up now. There we go. Glenn, I was just saying to the people watching at home, it's been a wonderful performance by everybody here at the Guards Polo Club. We've seen the emotional interview of Anthony, but I've mentioned all the staff in the polo office, and just everybody from the goal judges to the ground staff, and, you know, tell me more. Huh?
Well, obviously, we've got all of the helpers. Honestly, we went down just now, and there were people everywhere. And to all the grooms, to all of the helpers. And today, for a day like today, you're going to have 4 grooms each, which back in the day you wouldn't have about probably 6 grooms each. And then they're going to be 4 or 5 spare helpers. So there was an army of people down there. But it was pretty emotional down there, the Balanz side. Andrew Hine, Robin, Millie, Indy, Ned, Louie, family, friends. Oh, it was really cool. And then I got to speak to Claudio very quickly.
I've seen that, yeah.
And he was lost for words. He just had nothing to say. I was like, you okay? Lost for words. Okay, see ya. So it was an amazing thing to be able to go down and see them right there and then. And so we've currently got our pre-match. No, what was you call this one? The first match,
the Cartier Trophy.
Cartier Trophy.
In the orange shirts and Akasha in the light blue and white shirts.
It was a really even match. It was like 2-2 at the end of the first, 4-3 to Gaston. Gaston were up for a fair bit of the match for the first half. Then it went 7-7, 8-9, 9-9, and bang, Pablo got that penalty to finish down that end, down the flying barn end, and what a finish it was. Yeah, in overtime.
12th overtime of the tournament.
Yeah, and there was an unlucky one because it was Cruz that came in, just went and fouled, and they gave the penalty for. I just saw Cruz in there, and one of the problems they had was they were waiting for Nachi Hegi to bring them the shirts, and that is an issue. But they found them, so Nachi had them.
Nachi, what are you doing? And there's Claudio shaking the hands of the Aureus team. So all the players are assembled. The umpires are assembled. Jamie will call out the players and give the prizes. So I am just going to, as the players are called, I'm going to work with Jamie, if you like. And as soon as he calls a player, I will obviously tell you what the situation is. Obviously, you can't hear Jamie. And so the huge crowd here are just giving the band of the Welsh Guards a huge hand to thank them for their entertaining music here this afternoon. And he's just telling the crowd about Cartier and how they sponsored this wonderful tournament since 2012. And prior to that also the Coronation Cup, which we will be showing live, I believe, for you. And that game will be between England and Hungary. And he's just introducing Madame Agathe Delpont of Cartier, accompanied by the chairman of Guards Polo Club, Colonel Sean O'Dwyer. And the Cartier Trophy, so he's onto it now. And the umpires will be called first. And it was actually Julian Appleby who was the referee of that match this morning. So thank you, Julian. Well done to you. And Madame Delpont gives Julian his prize. I think it's a bottle of Cartier champagne, Glenn, I believe.
You get lucky sometimes, and how nice. We had Julian up there beside us. He's very professional. And both Peter Wright and Ben Turner were the main umpires, and they did a fantastic job. There was only 14 fouls for the whole game, and it was really well done.
Oh, it was a very good game of polo. Open, running, and the field was amazing. After all the polo they played on it, and so was this field here. You think about all the polo they played on, and the wind, the rain, and you name it. I mean, God, well done. So they will call the Gaston team first. Jean-Paul Luxi, the captain and patron of the Gaston team. Well done. I'm sure he'll be very, very happy with his performance and his team's performance during the course of this Cartier Queen's Cup.
So at number 2, Gonzalo Ferrari, who has been filling in for an injured Polon Sterling, who's actually on 8 goals, but therefore they had which is actually the difference. There you go, the 1 goal.
Yeah.
But that's what Anthony was saying in our interview, was how he thinks that the handicaps are right, because there are so many close games, apart from this one, obviously. And then at number 3, Gaston's son, Beltran, who's just the loveliest kid. And they've obviously been through a lot, but he's here, he's playing like an absolute legend. And what do you see him in the Argentine Open this year? He's going to be awesome.
And then Eduardo Hegi will be watching from Argentina. Eduardo, again, if you're well, I hope that all is good with you. And your son, Cruz Hegi, will take the final prize from Madame Del Pont. And they are your runners-up of the Cartier Trophy. But the winners of the Cartier Trophy, and Alexander Grace will come forward. Well done, sir. He couldn't play this morning, but he is here this afternoon to receive the Cartier Trophy, and he'll be very, very happy with that indeed.
He was called Dana this morning.
He was called Dana this morning. Huh? I tell you what, Dana looked pretty good this morning.
Oh, Alexander, we're only messing with you. But at number 2, the young Fernandez Llorente, Facundo, on 6 goals. I tell you what, his handicap's going up too at the end of this season. This guy is good. He has played outstanding for this team. Oh, have I got it the wrong way around? He's 7 and Santi's 6. I think you're right. I apologise. I had it the wrong way around on my sheet. You cannot go past this man. Pablo McDonough, what an absolute legend. He's been round the block and back. And on that trip, he has won an incredible amount of polo.
13 Argentine Opens, Glenn. Huh? They don't come easy.
It's exactly
And at the back,
right.
I love this guy. He's a very good, very nice man, and a hell of a polo player. Santi Laborde. Well done, Santi. Good on you. Oh, he has a big old smile on his face. Look at the size of him. Man. Look at those shoulders. I mean, him and Claudio would look good together when they're playing rugby, wouldn't they?
Imagine that.
And next we have the present. Oh, I wonder who the MVP was. Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Santi Laborde played out of his
one
game.
as well.
He wins the MVP for this morning's game. Well done, Santi. Many, many congratulations to you. And next up, we have the prize giving for the main event of the day. The umpires will be called first. They've done a wonderful job. All of the guys, the referee and the 2 umpires, or 2 umpires rather, on the field. So well done to all concerned. But I'm just waiting on Jamie to call out the first official and the referee for this one. Timmy Bound will come forward. Well done, Timmy. With his usual dark glasses on, looking cool as ever, is Tim. And he receives his lovely bottle of Cartier champagne. Well done to Tim. Congratulations to him. And the chief umpire here at the Guards Polo Club, it is Howard Smith. Well done, Howard. Fantastic as ever. And Gaston Lucero. Glenn gave you a very good rundown of the 2 umpires on the field today and a little bit of history about them also. So well done to the 2 boys riding on the field, and well done to Timmy, who was up in the bird's nest overviewing the replays. And then there's always, sadly, a runner-up. And in that game, as I said, well, Aureus, sure, they went down, but I don't think they will mind actually going down because Balanz Capital were just so good. Oh, so good. What can I tell you? And I'm sure Glenn as well, Sanjay Kapoor, looking down from wherever he is in the heavens, will be a very, very happy man. And look at that. There's a lovely gesture. That's Sanjay's wife, I believe, and she's getting a hug from Madame Delpont. Isn't that a lovely gesture, Glenn?
Absolutely divine.
Huh?
She's the MD of Cartier, and it's so nice to have her here and to give that nod to Sanjay. Absolutely magic. Congratulations
that's
to
a
Cartier.
lovely moment, isn't it?
Very, very nice.
Oh, my word. At number 1, Jay Coventry, ladies and gentlemen, outstanding. And he was just superb throughout the course of this tournament. Was a little bit fresh today, you might say, was Jakey boy, just a little bit keen. Next up,
Mark Tomlinson. We can hear Jamie just talking about what Mark said about Sanjay Kapoor in the Guardia book was absolutely gorgeous. And Mark Tomlinson, he has had an incredible following from people all around the countryside, around the world, and it's because of the way he's behaved, the way he's done stuff. Diego Kavanagh, I love this bloke. Cannot wait to talk to him and have him on our podcast because I just love what he does. I love the way he deals with things. I asked him yesterday, I said, how are you going to beat this team? I don't know.
What more can you say?
Exactly. And this young lad, huh? Go, you go.
At number 4, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, well, I think he may even be thinking of going up as well. Teo Lacau has been outstanding during the course of this Cartier Queen's Cup, and he deserves a big hand that the crowd here, huge crowd, have given him in the number 4 and the runner-up position. He won't mind coming, well, yeah, of course they want to win, but look, what are you going to say, Glenn? Tell me.
7 games in a row is what I'm going to say, and that's what this blue team's done.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Haven't lost, and today was the only time that Aureus have lost. Yeah. So now we're going to get this man, Claudio Porcel, comes forward, the jacaranda on his shirt for Balance Capital. He's such a lovely man. I got to speak to him very quickly, but as I said, he had no words. He was absolutely, first of all, physically and mentally drained, plus the emotion of it all.
Well done, Claudio. Many, many congratulations. A deserved trophy for you, the Cartier Queen's Cup. And at number 2, ladies and gentlemen, he was outstanding again during the course. And I really think, Glenn, he's upped this game so much in his Cartier Queen's Cup. You said that he went down to Cartier, he lived with the 2 boys, with Heta and Lorenzo, and just got into their way of thinking, had dinner, breakfast with them, riding, everything, you name it.
And Malcolm just mentioned it too, the way that Heta's grabbed hold of these young lads and helped them and sort of rubbed his magic off on them. You can't say anything more about this boy. I just spoke to his father, Santi, for 5-10 minutes down there, and they're speaking about 70 foals coming this year, which is not a lot in Argentina, but it's a lot. And the way that they are just making sure they're getting on. I asked his little brother, Lorenzo's brother, Pedro, I was like, how'd your brother play? Okay. Pedro, he's so funny, mate. He wants to be the best of everyone.
What do we say about this boy, ladies and gentlemen? He is just absolutely spectacular. He's cool as they come, but by word does he get on the polo field, and what does he do with a polo ball? He is oh so talented. He's ranked as number 1 in the world at the moment, and well, yeah, I'll put him there. What do you reckon, Glenn?
It's just class. And the way that he did stuff, the way that he and Lorenzo working together, it was beautiful.
The telepathy between the 2 is incredible. We thought there was telepathy between the Pinello brothers, but these 2, I mean, these 2 should be twins. Huh?
Conjoined. So your MVP is Camilo Heta Castagnola. He is your MVP, and I do have the best playing pony. She's out the back there. She's going to come forward, and Madame Agathe Delpont will tell you, well, not tell you, she will introduce this best playing pony. It is a beautiful mare played by Heta, and her name is Machitas Mamushka. And she was born in 2013, chestnut mare, bred by Los Machitos, and that is Mariano Giri and Nick Manifold and his whole crew.
Okay.
And this one is by Durazno and out of Open Misha. Now, so Durazno is, I'm just going to get you some stuff on Durazno. Give me 2 seconds.
There she is. Look at that.
So Durazno's had 705 foals. had 18 awards, and his foals have played 100 Opens.
Is that all?
So,
Look at this one, Glenn. This one could go out there again for another couple of checkers. Look.
So
fresh
beautiful.
as they come and looks fantastic. Well done to the grooms. We got to say, I've mentioned the grooms earlier, but they're all out there. Well, that's normally you get 6 or 8 grooms out there because they all want to be in the picture because they all have whatever part of the team, if you like. But well done to the grooms. It's a credit to them the way the mare is being turned out and the way all of those horses are played today.
Honestly, every horse in this Queen's Cup has looked magnificent.
Yes.
They're beautiful types. They've got incredible skin, their colour, their muscle tone, and they should be, every single one of them for every hour they put in is something that is should be congratulated. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're just about done. That's right. We do have to wait for them to have that prize lifted up and all of the crew come in. It's a really cool photo.
We will see the celebration because Claudio's family are here as well, aren't
Yes.
they? They're all here.
I saw them.
I reckon these guys will be going crazy in a few moments. We'll just have some photos first, and then the rest of the players will move away, and the trophy will be presented properly to it's out there already. What am I saying? But they will have the pleasure of, well, it's a bit like the FA Cup or the Champions League or
Correct.
the World Cup. They get it and and then they let the party begin.
So much so, and that was actually just Colonel Sean O'Dwyer saying thank you to Madame Agathe Delpont
yes.
on behalf of Guards for the continued support of the Cartier Queen's Cup and also the Guards Polo Club. Now, I was just walking back and I had a chat to Nico Escobar and I was talking about the fact that it almost feels that Heta and Lorenzo are almost experimenting on the biggest stage with the passes and the plays they're making. It's like an experiment. It's like, should we try this? Should we have a go? It's really quite something to be a witness to.
Do you think it's just you're a former A color. Do you think it's just a different way of thinking? Do they want to change the game themselves and in their own way, but the way they do it is just...
Yeah.
Would you say that?
Definitely the game has changed due to, we've got post-E-wheel, pre-E-wheel, the way people are playing. But honestly, these guys, the way, as you said, almost like twins, the way they play, they have an understanding. It's magnificent to watch. So... pretty cool. They did well with their with the shirts not matching, didn't they?
Huge host of press photographers, as you'd expect, from around the world, from all over the shop, I can tell you.
So I'm pretty sure our morning game teams will leave in a moment, plus their umpires, and then we will have the 2 teams from the final, and then the big one, when the balance... No, it looks like everybody's going to go.
Except the blue team. The boys in blue.
And they will sit underneath the Cartier Queen's Cup 2026. And then we see Priya talking to Madame Agathe Delpont as well. Really quite cool.
And the Akasha team giving the Balanz team big old hug and congratulations to them all. Well done, fellas. They're saying out there and congratulating them on a very, very famous victory and a wonderful victory. Thoroughly deserved, you have to say also.
Well, a 10-goal victory. It's the largest by some margin in the last 25 years.
Well, there you go.
And
what more do you say?
It has been an absolute joy to watch these kids. That's what they are. They're young. And Lorenzo's only 18. I mean, what are we... This year, how's his year going?
And
US Open, US Gold Cup, Queen's Cup, and they're 2 18 goals. And I just said to Nikki...
And the triplets.
Yeah, and triplets. And I said to Nikki Sen just a minute ago, congratulations, you're just beating everyone. No, we lost a game the other day. I was like, come on, Nikki, give someone else a go. She is honestly, she is passionate about getting the horses to a level that no one else has got. She wants to be the best. Oh, mate, she wants it.
Good for her.
And watching Santi Sivan talk about it, it's really quite clear.
Okay, we're getting near the moment now when that, after the photograph with Madame Delpont.
I can't wait to see this.
And they will, well done to Priya. God bless you, woman. I tell you, that is fantastic. Shaking hands with the winning team and congratulating them. And a kiss from Claudio. And Madame Delpont and Colonel Sean will have their photo taken with the winning team, Balanz Capital. And then they will lift the trophy up and it'll be let the party begin.
Yeah.
Where are they based, Glenn? Do you know where Balanz Capital are based?
Yeah, down at Trippers.
Oh, okay. So George, you'd be happy. George, if you're watching, I bet you're a happy man.
I got to see Claire.
Oh,
yeah, she's
Claire
just
is here.
divine.
A wonderful lady as well. There we go. There's a little bit of a few fist pumps from both Heta and here we go, boys and girls.
Here they come. Get ready for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your winners of the Cartier Queen's Cup for 2026. Balanz Capital and all the grooms and all the family and you name it. Everybody's getting in there. Here we go. They're all coming in now. And, well, as we say, Glenn, let the party begin.
Kids coming from all angles. This is going to be brilliant.
Coming in. Have they been shunted away by everybody or what the story is?
No, they're coming in now. Here they go.
Here we go. Happy days.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the band of the Welsh Guards leaves, it's absolutely fitting to have them just leave behind with the blue shirts of Balanz Capital and Claudio Porcell's crew with a win.
I think Andrew Hahn just came a cropper there, fell down like a drunk man.
Young Izzy Fall, who's Alan's niece. She was the the substitute for Claudio. So she was there. She's on the outside.
Okay.
It's so cool.
Oh, well done, well done. Well, Glenn, that is it, I would think, from us here for this year's Cartier Queen's Cup.
Greg, thank you. I've absolutely loved doing this Queen's Cup with you. We've got to do just about every game. Jamie helped us quite a bit, but thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. To Sophie and Didier and all the crew and everyone here on the ground, thank you so much. And from Polo Cam TV, it's Greg and I tuning out. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Why did you go big?
Hey, no, we're ready, yeah?
Oh, wow.